So I'm at 23 hit points.
Nice. Second level.
I got 22. So
Nice.
Four-sided dice. Oh, no. Okay.
+1 to hit. +1 to all your saving throws. +1 to all your skills. And then I don't remember if I texted you your second level fighter thingy. Did I?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you get, what they used to call action surge. So basically you can do all the bonus actions as free actions: dodge, duck, disengage. What's the other one? Dash, hide, use object as free actions instead of bonus actions.
Okay. All right.
So you can fight, dodge, fight, run away.
So that +2 to hit, is that like +1 per level or just +1?
Yeah, it's +1 per level. So yeah, it'll be +10 eventually. Soon you'll be able to start getting extra damage at third level.
All right, sweet.
Extra, more fightery stuff till you get to 10th. Anybody else? Mike the mage should be all leveled up. Jen the chamois should be all leveled up. Nurse Honey the cleric should be all leveled up. 44 Cal, well, he was apparently got a reflex chip.
I re-accessed a reflex chip.
What? The nanites reactivated a long dormant reflex chip at the base of your spine, and now he's acting all like he's just drank like 20 things of coffee. He's all jittery.
Red Bull gives you wings.
eyes wide awake. Stuff like that.
I rolled a 3 on my hit points, by the way. Awesome. So with my con, I get 4 extra.
Awesome.
So I still have less than probably.
Oh, I get 1 more also.
Yeah,
I do too.
But you're a wizard, so what you lack in hit points, you more than make up with the threat of what's going to happen when you hit 5th level.
Yeah. I have a total of 12 hit points now.
Yeah. Like, sure, you suck now, but wait till that fireball rolls around. Then the environment changes.
You know what that means, 44?
Yeah.
We got to babysit these two.
Oh, no.
Oh, remember 6 fireball. Oh, no. And everybody was in the radius. Oh, no.
See, 44
Was it confined space?
44 thinks the only pure human is the captain, and the other 3 are actually more advanced cyborgs because of their powers.
Yeah. Aliens, man. It's always aliens. All right. Any questions before we start rolling or lighting this candle or whatever euphemism you want to use? It has been a bit of a break, so
the artwork with the legs up in the air, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Someone's being hung.
To remind you, after from the previous game, just you are escorting the gnome priest Father Timothy with his holy artifact of the great wonder breaker Gond, the Mickey Mouse statue. He said if you accompanied with him, he would take you to Dun Kirk. Unfortunately, you have been running afoul of the Legion of Gemini, which seems to be mostly just a bunch of rat folk who are following a individual by the name of Gemini, modeled after a character from Thundar the Barbarian, who apparently may or may not be a member of 44's crew. 44 thinks it's not him. But
now I do. Yeah.
Sure looks like him.
I was fooled for a certain amount of time.
Sure looks like him, but 44 is convinced that he buried that guy, so it's somebody pretending to be him or some other nonsense.
But anyway, his imagery.
You sent the ratlings and Gemini over a waterfall, and you have arrived at a moat house. Goddamn brain. Moat house that hasn't been destroyed, where you have camped. And as you were camping, your patron Mugumbo, the fallen trickster god, showed up and did what was known as a very complex ritual spell training montage. And at the end of casting training montage, you all seem to get more stuff, become a little bit more confident, a little bit more sure of yourselves, as if even though he claims he has fallen from the stars, he still has a little bit of magic left. Of course, self-proclaimed trickster god. Can you trust the guy? And then as quickly as he showed up, he disappeared, leaving you right back. Oh, hold on, my phone's ringing. Hello? Hi.
Oops.
Oh,
Well, as he's away, what's our plan? We got the Jeep and we got a wheelchair, right?
Well, I think we caught the Jeep on fire, didn't we?
I think it exploded out when the magical or the concoction of high-powered fuel hit it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it destroyed it.
Well, I don't know if
Or
we destroyed it
burned it out.
either, but yeah, we might have to push
We
it.
can fix it. We can fix it.
'Cause
We need
it's a Jeep.
Right. Get some baling wire, some bubble gum. We'll be fine.
Well, crank start that bad boy. It's got a crank starter. It does. We're two Jeeps. They have the push button start, and if that doesn't work, then you get into the tools, and it had a crank starter just like an old Model T. And you wind them up.
Yeah, in case the battery was dead or whatnot. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And we can always pop the clutch, right?
Push.
roll it downhill, and yep, that's the good part about it. Yeah.
I was poor. I had a manual car, and I can't. I always had a pair of tin sheets in that car because it was a problem, and I did a lot of pushing, building up the speed, running beside the car, then jump in, pop the clutch.
Yeah. Mhm.
Things modern people do not understand is the pop the clutch, start a car thing.
Very good workout plan, you know.
Yeah.
I could totally drive a 1940s Jeep. They're so cool.
So we're gonna, well, if we can get the Jeep going, we're gonna keep that and the wheelchair.
Of course. It's all about
Yep.
the junk you carry around with you in the role playing game.
The wheelchair is useful.
That's right.
I already hit 3 rats with the other wheelchair.
That's right. We're going to make this combat wheelchair thing work for us.
Lion, I never thought I would ever hear in a game that I was a participant in, but yes.
Let's see, we're doing it right. Next, we need to find a gasoline operated skateboard. Yeah, I gotta do a video. Emperor's Choice sent me a box.
Ooh. Is it a long skinny box?
No, it's a box full of miniatures.
Oh, you lucky
I had to
lady.
sit down and, well, because I was working on an ancient Emperor's Choice miniature. And So I said, yeah, it'd be cool to do the old one that I'm building, which is a hot mess, and the new one, the new version, so we can compare.
I am terribly sorry. There's family shit going on.
Oh no, that's understandable. It happens in all our families.
All right, so
Sorry.
now you are free and clear, healed up, new spells, new powers, new thingamajiggies. You're on one side of the bridge. Father Timothy bids you adieu to continue his holy quest, informing you that Dun Kirk is in the town right across the bridge.
Dun Kirk's across the bridge. All right.
And as you've been staying in the moat house, the people coming to visit the moat house have started telling rumors that they heard a rumor that there was a dragon seen in the forest late at night, making a horrible noise, speeding down the road.
Oh,
It's
It's probably a
beady,
T-Rex, right?
yellow eyes, and smoke coming out of its mouth.
Oh,
well,
One of them says he saw it scoop down and kill a cow. Just
scoop down
run
and
right
kill
through
that. Wow.
Looking around, we're at a boathouse, correct? Is there a boat to
a moat house, yes. There is a
Oh.
bridge.
moat?
And a
Okay.
moat, yes.
Those, I think we should, guys. Are we going to get our the priest to Dunkirk first, and then investigate the dragon?
yeah. By investigate, I hope you mean avoid at all costs.
Oh no, Dunkirk's over on the other side of the bridge. He's got further to go. He's going all the way to.
Oh,
This isn't his last stop,
I see.
but he will hook up with another group who are traveling to his next stop. So
Okay.
where he
All
bids
right.
you adieu, congratulates you on meeting the Mugumbo, one of the fallen, but he must continue in his holy pilgrimage of taking the blessed artifact of Gon the Wonderbringer all the way to Bard's Gate.
Checking out the Jeep, is it in good shape because it hit the special fuel?
It's seen better days. The carburetor has been charred, and the engine has definitely seen some damage. It had jet fuel go through all of its car parts and then come out its side. The back is heavily burned and charred from all the flames, and the front looks like what a front would look like when a Jeep going at 60 miles, 80 miles an hour crashes into a brick wall. So the lights are broken, and
I say we push it to Dunkirk.
the carriage is definitely dented. I mean, it's seen better days, but then again, it is designed to, survive this kind of thing. So a little hammer, a little duct tape, it'll be fine.
That's what I'm figuring.
Put some varnish on it,
Could work on it in Dunkirk.
Yeah, let's find the spray booth. We'll repaint it.
Yeah, exactly. Spray paint, just spray paint over it. It'll be fine.
There's bound to be some goblin children with spray paint cans.
Yeah.
So does it appear we could just drive over the bridge?
The bridge appears safe, yes.
All right, start her up. Let's light this candle.
It's a bright, sunny day. You say goodbye to the people of the moat house. Drive the Jeep across the bridge. Bye, goodbye. Watch out for the dragon. Goodbye, goodbye. They were weird. Bye. Sputter, 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 sputter. Father Timothy says his goodbye as he begins his next step of his quest.
Hi, Timothy.
You cross the bridge. We got,
I crossed in the wheelchair.
yes, Nurse Honey, Captain Rogers, Jen the Elf, David the Gnome, and 44 the whatever he is.
Come on, man.
The alien, the cyborg, the burn victim. You're not sure.
Crash test dummy.
Crash test dummy, who's all jittery. So this appears to be once you cross and enter, you see farmlands, vast grass plains, littered with rocks and ruins. There is a small walled town. There is buildings in the town and a couple tall buildings, mostly one-story buildings. The entrance to the gate has got this huge arch. Hanging from the arch is the man who you see in the picture, as if he's been hung, and you've arrived in a village. You see people doing around villagey things. You see a blacksmith. You see
construction worker, a cowboy.
Yeah, sure.
Are they singing YMCA?
Do you want them to? I mean, sure.
Oh, there you go.
Captain Rogers, I
I can
thought
see better.
Dunkirk would be more impressive than this. Are we in the right Dunkirk?
I was wondering about the spelling myself. Let's take a look around and. Oh, there we go.
So yeah, the largest building there's a tower, and there's what looks like similar to what you saw in Ironton, where they've taken a bunch of wagons and sort of mushed them together to create one larger building. There seems to be an open air market, a couple other buildings, what looks like a church. It's very similar to what you saw at Ironton. Same general layout, big thick wall. A little drier, a lot less snow in this part of the world. Also, spring is coming on, so the snow is turning into slush.
Right in there.
And you have come in, and people look at you in your strange, sputtering vehicle with looks of amazement. And oh, look, there's a Jeep. Some people act like, oh, they've seen that before. Other people are looking like, what is it? I've never seen that before. Is that a dragon? It appears that they are preparing for some sort of celebration. You do see that there are like pixie lights hung across some of the things and votive candles out. And there seems to be a large bonfire being set up in the center of town. As you look to the left, you see the Franken Inn, where they've smushed all the carts and things together. To the right, you see a large tower, a couple other things. There you go. That is the village.
Are they setting the bonfire near the guy that's hanging?
No, the guy's hanging from the entrance.
Okay.
It's a walled city, and where the arch to the wall is, the poor gentleman is hanging there.
Okay.
Alive or dead?
You're pretty sure he's dead. He looks like he's been there for a while.
Okay.
Poke him with a stick. See.
It's it teeters back and forth when you poke it with a stick. Flies buzz out of it.
Okay. Well, obviously,
I think
we don't understand the local customs.
Oh, I guess we should inquire why he was killed.
Or
All right. It's
Or mind our
morning,
business.
so most people are working, but you do see a couple people just doing non-working type stuff. There's plenty of people you could
What did this gentleman do to deserve capital punishment?
He's a murderer.
Ah,
Don't take him down, no matter what he says.
he's dead. What do you mean what he says?
Guy snickers. Yeah, he's dead. And then keeps going on his business, walking past you.
I approach the next person and inquire what festival is approaching.
You approach a gentleman who appears to be dressed as a guard. He's got leather vest, a little helmet, a little spear. Oh, it's the anniversary. Anniversary every year we have this celebration, celebrating the anniversary of our being freed of the tyranny of the dragon. It is a rite of passage where all the children who are about to reach adulthood undergo the festival to signify that they are now adult members of the city. It's a great time.
The
There's
people on
fireworks.
the other side of the river said there's a dragon loose now.
No, it's probably a Tyrannosaurus. Dragon's been dead for years.
No, they said they saw it swoop down and get a cow and breathe fire and stuff.
Those other side of the river folk, they wouldn't know a Tyrannosaurus if it walked up and asked them for dinner, which happened to my uncle once.
Tyrannosaurus sounds like a problem too.
I asked this gentleman, where's the port? Where do the ships come and go?
He pauses for a second as if no one's ever asked him that question. The ships? Well, right over there at the docks where you just crossed the bridge from.
No, I mean to the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah, the sea.
I mean, I guess some people refer to the lands around us as the grass ocean, sea and the grass ocean. So, but they don't really cross them in ships unless you mean wagons and jeeps and stuff.
But what about the airfield?
Airfield? Oh, we don't have one of those. You got to go to Bard's Gate or something to get one of those.
Sister Honey, this isn't our Dun Kirk.
No, this isn't our Dunkirk. No.
I thank the gentleman and start looking around to see what we've got here. You mentioned an open air market.
There is an open air market where the number says 4. There's the Franken Inn where the number says 2. There's a tower where it says 13. There's a couple other buildings, a blacksmith, some normal looking buildings, what looks like maybe a more heavily fortified building.
All right, kids, who's hungry? I could use go for some breakfast.
Yeah, I'll go to the inn for food.
Alms for the poor.
Okay, so you're going to the Franken Inn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
follow
go
along.
Together, yeah. Stay together.
All right. Well, like I said, it's similar to the inn you saw in Ironton, where they've sort of lashed together buses, wagons, shipping crates, just anything that was large enough, and turned them into rooms. So it's not like a typical fantasy inn, but yeah, that's how it works. It's repurposed structures, like all those shops they make out of shipping containers in Vegas and stuff like that. So there does seem to be sort of a central room, which would, I guess, act as what you think you would expect to find at a hotel or whatever. And there are 2 gnomes, 2 very short humans sitting there who look almost exactly alike. And they are just doing general day-to-day whatever, chittering among themselves in some strange language as they go about tending to their various needs. And as you walk up and they see you and your strange contraption, one of the 2 twins walks up to you and goes, oh, good day. Be ye seeking rooms? One of our fine, recently refurbished accommodations.
Well, first we'd like to get a meal.
Oh, meal. Oh, no, we don't do food. We're not that kind of inn.
Can you direct us?
Food.
Well, there's an open air market.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
We'll be back later. Let's go get some street food.
all right, bye. All right, so you walk past away from there. As you walk past the building that says 6 on it, it seems to be a miniature version of a fort. It's made of stone. It looks like it's heavily fortified, but it's like only the size of a house.
No.
Like somebody's
It's
turned their house,
gnome. It's made for gnomes.
like a house into a teeny fort. And then you see the open air market, and it's what you would expect in an open air market. Your senses are hit with the smells of various types of roasting meats, vegetables, fresh fruit, fresh baked goods, several things on a stick. Some guy selling what looks exactly like corn dogs.
How many pogs do we have, folks?
Fruit, vegetables, meat of various kinds, drinks in various versions, things on sticks, deep fried things.
I used
on
all my
sticks.
gold up getting whatever we were getting that one time.
I have 8 pogs on myself.
I got nothing.
Ditto.
Someone has all the pogs.
Yeah,
I have 8. I have 8.
You have 8?
No. Yeah, somebody else had, I thought, or did we? Oh, did we spend it all on the jet fuel?
Yeah, we spent a lot of stuff on the jet food, the gold,
Yeah.
the pogs. Yeah, so I think we're down. We're low again.
Yeah, well, 8 pogs might do it to feed us. I would think the food would not be so expensive.
Let's find out, I guess.
Okay. And again, it looks like they're getting ready for a festival. You see people hanging the little votive candles and the little sparkly lights, the Christmas sparkly lights, and little banners everywhere, and everything seems a little bit cleaner. You know, there's somebody with a broom dusting off the dust. So you see, I don't know, just what you would expect to see at an open air farmer's market. You know,
Checking out the lights. Are the lights are they like magical, or are they just mundane, or are they some kind of tech?
They look like Christmas lights. You know, like you would see at any party or festival. There's plug. Looks like it goes plugged into somewhere.
Interesting.
Obviously, they're not plugged in now because it's daytime, but. And there's somebody on a ladder hanging them.
So they have electricity.
So is there a particular type of food you're looking for? Or just
Cheap
generally
and hearty.
whatever closest?
Cheap and hearty.
Cheap and hearty. Okay. Well, you see fresh bread and donuts and other various baked goods at least 2 different booths. Several types of meat being skewered on sticks and cooked. Potatoes, both sweet and regular. Corn, plus, fruit, vegetables, nuts, honey, some cheeses, some alcoholic beverages. Typical farmer's market.
I'll look at some of the meat cooking and go, what was that?
He goes, oh, that's fish. That's chicken. That's pork. That's brontosaurus.
I inquire over how much a loaf of bread costs.
1 pog.
1 pog for a loaf of bread.
Well, that's a start. We get a loaf of bread for all of us. I would think that would help feed 5 people.
Any kind of bread in particular? I got French. I got regular.
French.
I got regular with honey on top. I got regular with cheese on top. Got sourdough. It's got yogurt in it. Here, this one just came off the oven. Here, try this. Try these muffins. They're free. Go ahead, try one. Try a sample.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, very good muffins.
Yes. delicious, fresh out of the little oven. Have raisins in them.
Why don't we get a loaf, a good sized loaf of bread from this gentleman?
Make some sandwiches.
Yeah.
I give you a pog.
All right. He hands you a loaf of bread about the size of a small child. Big,
Nice.
thick, hunking loaf of bread, about 2 feet, a foot or so long. He hands you a little container with butter in it.
Oh, dang.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Don't forget me for all your baked goods. I do parties.
Keep
And
that
birthday
in
cakes.
All right. So anything else we want to go with the bread?
Meat.
There are definitely
Honestly,
plenty of
That
people.
brontosaurus sounds incredibly interesting.
Let you taste, get a little sample to see.
Oh yeah,
what it
he's
tastes
got
like.
the little sample thing with the toothpicks
cool.
in it, like at the mall.
Okay.
You want a sample? Yeah, you want a sample? What do you want to sample? You want to sample my pork? You want to sample the brontosaurus?
Definitely the brontosaurus.
All right, sticks a little toothpick in a, greasy. It looks like a greasy piece of meat. He hands it to you. It's very greasy, very gamey. Hi. Tastes a lot like venison.
Mm.
If you've ever had venison.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
That would be, that could be very gamey. That's,
Yeah.
Okay, so how big of a chunk of meat do we get for 1 or 2 pogs or whatever?
Oh, for one pot. Well, it's 4 skewers for 1 pog.
Oh, very good. Okay, well,
Mix and match are all of one kind.
does everyone want brontosaurus or do we want a mix?
I'm
He's
easy.
got fish. He's got chicken. He's got pork. He's got brontosaurus.
What'd you say, Captain? I didn't quite catch the.
I don't mind. The brontosaurus was good.
Yeah.
I don't know when the the last time I
don't
had
know what day of
brontosaurus.
week it is. Is it Friday?
Sure.
I asked the gentleman, is this fresh kill?
Oh, just a day or 2 old. All of my stuff is fresh killed.
But if it's Friday, you can't eat meat, right, sister?
Well, no, we can have a fish. I think maybe brontosaurus, if that's a reptile, would that fall under fish?
I don't think so.
No.
It's red meat.
I thought it was green, but okay.
Well, can we get 1 skewer of fish?
Sure, he hands you a skewer that's got like an entire fish, skewered mouth to tail through it.
Lovely.
We will get 8 skewers worth.
All right.
So 2, let's see. Why don't we get 2 fish, 2 chicken, and 4 brontosaurus?
No problem.
How about that? Now we'll mark off the pogs. So I got lucky and picked that up from one of the pigs I killed, I think.
Well, folks, while we're eating this fine Subway
Fine
sandwich, it occurs to me we're going to need some more of those pogs or gold to continue on. Any ideas?
I have 5 pogs left. That is, look what I got us so far for 3. So
How much farther do we have to go?
good question. I do not know.
My suggestion would be do some odd jobs or something.
That sounds like work.
Well, I think we're going to have to work. And industrious hands are blessed by God.
Idle hands are the devil's work.
That's right.
Perceive my lack of faith.
We'll work
I'm not opposed to doing a fair day's work for a fair day's wage. But,
Jesus saves and
pardon?
I said Jesus saves. I'm talking to David.
I want to look around, see if there are any other devices powered by electricity besides the lighting.
Where you are now? No, just the lighting.
Just kind of keep an eye for that as I'm, moving around or whatever we're doing, to see if they have anything else.
Not here, no.
Okay.
But I will let you know.
Maybe there's a
Little solar power.
I'd like to look around the marketplace and see if there's any kind of I mean, it looks like this place isn't very big, but maybe they have some sort of a job board or something.
That's what I was thinking, Jen.
No, there doesn't seem to appear a job board per se. There's a thing they've got like lost kitten, stuff like that. But nothing that says like help wanted.
All right, let me ask around and see what's that building over there. I'll just ask all the local people the number 6, the fort-looking building.
Oh, you say where the 60s? And the person you approach goes, "Oh," and he looks where you're pointing, and he goes, "Oh, those guys."
What do you mean? What guys?
Over there in that building, the dwarves, Reginald's Raiders.
Ah, dwarves.
They're always causing trouble and taking people into the wilderness and not bringing them back.
Sounds worthy of investigation.
We always seem to get more money because once we leave town, we run into
if you're looking to hire mercenaries, I would just screw those dwarves. You should go across the way to Lucky 13s. Now there's a group of adventurers. There's a group of mercenaries. The one time I left town, they got me there and back safe. And the other, you see from another booth, somebody goes, "You shut your stinking mouth. The Lucky 13s suck. Reginald's Raiders are the way to go."
So they're 2 mercenaries?
They won the game this year. And the first
or
guy goes,
caravan guard types.
Cheated.
What's this game you speak of?
Yes,
Troll
Is there a
ball.
prize? Is there a prize?
Yeah. You got Troll Ball and Dinosaur Racing, and they won the Troll Ball this year. They cheated. The refs clearly called red card. I didn't see any red card. Your team sucks. You don't say that about, and they get in this football argument about the 2 mercenary teams. Lucky 13's better than Reginald Raiders. Reginald Raiders better than Lucky 13.
Are they trying to tell me that the Raiders here are actually worth something? I mean, the Vegas team now, whatever.
The Vegas Raiders.
Don't make me cry. My Raiders left California.
Oh, too funny.
But
if we leave town, inevitably we run into enemies that we then get pogs from. So I do not perceive a problem here.
Yes. Maybe we should see if we can get hired with one of these groups.
Well, I don't own a dinosaur. Do you?
No.
We ate some dinosaur, but that's cloning takes a while.
What kind of
Dinosaurs? You've shot a dinosaur?
Raced? I asked one of the people in the market.
What was that again?
I asked one of the vendors in the market, what kind of dinosaurs do they race?
What time do we race?
Yeah.
Oh, Diplodorses, a couple Ankylosaurs. It depends. Each year is different.
Well, when do you hold these races?
Oh, that'll be not to the end of spring.
Ah, okay.
Beginning of summer. I always bet on banana candy. Banana candy is, yeah.
Is that a dinosaur?
Yeah. Bright red nose.
Right. How much do riding dinosaurs cost? I'm just curious.
To race or to raise them?
You guys, how do you get riding dinosaurs?
Oh, there's a whole thing because people go out and catch them when they're young and train them up
Yeah.
and then race them every year.
I see.
Got to catch them all.
Oh, damn. Oh, ouch.
So the two mercenary teams, I guess. Besides dino racing and playing pro ball, is what you
Pro
said?
ball.
What else do they do?
Oh, they act as guides, and they sort of protect the town when stuff happens, and they hire themselves out to caverns and caravans and hunt monsters and do odd jobs and mercenary stuff.
Okay. Or is there any group of people fixing to leave town anytime soon?
No, not this close to the festival. In fact, people should be coming here soon.
When's the festival start?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, very good. Lucky timing. We're in town.
And we're looking for work.
Oh, work? Well, I'd probably go over to the magistrates and ask him for work. I know old man Stevens is looking for help with the graffiti, and the mercenaries are probably going to be hiring extra help for the festival. Yeah.
Oh, they do the security for the festival?
Yeah. And I swear I heard Farmer Jenkins say something about a missing pig or something. Just this morning, yeah. Can I interest you in some apples?
Not right now. I think we need to. We have very few funds left. We need to get some work.
Okay. Well, yeah. Probably the best way to look for strangers to look for work is to go talk to the magistrate.
Where's the magistrate?
The usurper. Yeah. Oh, he's the blacksmith.
Oh, the blacksmith. So find the blacksmith.
Which building number?
Number 7.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a big building. Okay.
Yeah, he's the blacksmith. He makes all the weapons and all the other stuff.
Nice. Ooh,
there are some new blacksmiths in town. Some orcs.
There what?
There's some new blacksmiths in town. Some orcs.
There what? Oh,
orcs.
Oh,
orc blacksmith.
I have heard of orcs. Aren't they not allowed?
What's an orc?
Well,
do any of us here speak Spanish?
Yeah, they're orcs, but
just a little.
They seem to be okay. I mean,
what are orcs? What part of the planet do they come from?
They come from some place called Orksnard.
Sounds like a European country.
Yeah.
Maybe that's in Russia?
Swedish. It's Swedish.
Don't know. I've never been there. Probably should, don't like to get into that orc business. They've got too bad of a reputation. All the raping and pillaging and baby eating and pretending they're rancheros, dressing up like mercenaries from California.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well.
Well,
let's talk to the blacksmith.
Magistrate. Yeah.
And there's a church in town too, right?
Yes, there is a church in town.
Well, let's find out what the magistrate's got going on.
All right. Well, as the individual said, apparently the magistrate is the town's blacksmith. So you go over to one of the larger buildings, which is number 7, which is the blacksmith forge, and it is definitely a well-run, well-kitted out blacksmith forge. It's got a huge forge spewing out fire and flames, not the kind you'd bake in, This is a real blacksmith forge. He's got an anvil or two. He's got weapons hanging from the ceiling.
Nice.
And everything you would expect in a classic blacksmith. The blacksmith himself looks nothing like you'd expect the blacksmith to look like. Instead of being big and bulky and brawny, this guy is gaunt. Looks like he needs a hug and a sandwich. He's unbelievably thin. This very shallow face. What little hair he has is scraggly. His eyes are deeply set. I mean, if he wasn't moving, you'd swear the guy was dead. But he's working that hammer like he's got strength. Just ka-ting, 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 ka-ting.
Wow.
He's
Impressive.
got looks like he's making horseshoes. Right as you walk in, you see a gigantic bowl filled with little teeny metal nuts with holes in them, like washers.
Okay. I quickly evaluate all of the arms and armor.
You do see that there are some electronics in here as well, Mister. I'm looking for all the electronics. There, what appears to be a electronic fan going back and forth, making plugged into the wall. And there's vents in the ceiling to vent out the smoke from the forge. And he's wearing blacksmith gloves, not oven mitts. Other than that, he appears to be a human, just very tall, very thin, very almost cadaverous. But ka-ting, ka-ting, ka-ting.
I evaluate the weapons and armor. Are they ordinary, superior?
There's a combination. Some of them are everyday, ordinary weapons. Mass-produced swords, mass-produced spears. And then there are a few of high quality amongst them that you would rate as, masterwork or something. Also, a lot of just farming equipment, a lot of horseshoes,
right?
Nails, spikes, all the things that blacksmiths normally make in real life, not weapons and armor. But there just seem to be an unusual amount of weapons.
Let's introduce ourselves and let the blacksmith know we're looking for work.
All right.
We're new to town. We're new here, and
you get his attention, and he stops what he's doing and just sort of noiselessly walks towards you in a very slow, somber gait. Yes.
Greetings. We're new in town, and we heard you're the man to see.
I am the magistrate. Yes.
We're looking for work.
What kind of work?
Well,
hard labor, or
we have a variety of talents that
well,
himself as an army captain.
Oh, you are in the militia. Well, then I know that
we are the militia.
Sergeant Smith is looking for help with the graffiti problem.
And I, good sir, am a nurse.
Sorry?
I, good sir, am a nun and a nurse.
You could serve as well. If you're a nun and a nurse, you could serve at the temple. And there's always somebody who needs healing. Yeah. I will be hiring extra guards for tomorrow night. If you're interested in standing around and holding a spear and making sure the festivities go off again this year without any problem. I do have a list of chores that need to be taken care of. If that's something a little bit more up your line, if you don't like good, hot, hard, solid labor. Farmer Jones came to me this morning and complained somebody stole his prize pig that he was going to bring to the festival tomorrow. Which is strange because old widow Jenkins also has come to me complaining that somebody stole all her prize chickens. One of them is accusing the other. So I have that to deal. And plus now they say there's a dragon in the forest.
A dragon?
Across the river.
That sounds a bit of a challenge.
There hasn't been a dragon in these parts in ages.
Perhaps it's not a dragon.
Where you know in what area this dragon was?
They said they saw it across the river in the woods. But you know those other side of the river folks.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. We crossed the bridge.
But which one of those things is most pressing for you right at this moment?
Well, I tend to look at things from a very long view. A missing pig doesn't really concern me, nor does missing chickens, but they're both upset about it. I do need more guards, but it's not pressing. But between the two mercenary units, I can muster up at least 12 good, strong men. And just to avoid the annoyance, helping Smith with his graffiti problem, I'd be greatly considering the ragtag status of your gear. I take you are adventurers, travelers, looking
Outlanders,
to fund,
that's us.
looking to fund your further exploits. This town was founded by adventurers.
Well, we were just trying to get to Dunkirk, but we think we're in the wrong Dunkirk.
Dunkirk? Oh, I know him.
Dunkirk's
I
a
can-
him here?
Dunkirk? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good, yes. Good man.
Tell us more about this dragon.
Oh, there's no dragons anymore. The last one was slain. I should know. I was there.
I'm just looking at my other party people like, why you want to mess with a dragon?
Whatever it is, it's not a dragon. It's probably kids. Or just those other side of the river folk trying to get attention with their moat houses and their homlets. By dinosaur problems. But if you want to investigate that, it couldn't hurt.
Well,
Well, what would
I
be
can
the pay?
definitely help clean
Yeah,
up
thank you.
the
Thank you,
graffiti.
44. I was going to get to that. Well, what pays the most?
He looks you over. Judging by your appearance, you're not in any position to truly argue. So if you take on the tasks, any of the tasks of hand, I will give you each 2 pogs a day. I make my own pogs. And he points to the barrel with all the washers in it.
So you're a wealthy man, I see.
I suppose. Physical wealth has very little appeal to me as in my old age. I prefer to give back.
Just better to give than receive.
Yes, I
Yes, it
believe
is.
so.
Better to give than receive. Well said, Captain.
He walks over to the barrel and pulls out 2 pogs and hands 2 to each of you. Consider this a down payment on whichever of the tasks you choose to fill that I have offered you. I do not care which one you do, just as long as you report back to me anything that seems worthy of my time. Other than that, anything else, I would recommend you speak to one of my captains from either one of the militias or poor old Sergeant Smith. And if you're looking for a place to stay, well, we only have the one.
The one run by gnomes?
Yes, the Bender brothers.
What was the weather like? I mean, before there was a little bit of snow and such.
Late winter, early spring. The snow is turning into slush. The first spring flowers are starting to pop out. It's still 60 some odd degrees and foggy in the morning, but spring is fighting to make it. Tonight is the spring equinox, the first day of spring, last day of winter.
So it probably wouldn't be fun to
Friday.
camp.
Which is where they,
Guys, sidebar. My expertise is like retail and wizardry now. So I don't want to go hunting dragons. That sounds way to die, or it's just going to be walking around the woods and pretend. Right?
So you want to be on graffiti detail?
It doesn't seem fun.
I say we all go investigate the dragon in the forest. We're stronger together, as you
I
all
just argued
demonstrated.
against pretend monsters and getting killed.
If
Well,
it
if it's a
pays,
pretend monster, then it can't kill us.
But what if it's like a dinosaur? Have you not seen Jurassic Park?
No,
You guys
I
saw
think what
dinosaurs.
you're
You've seen
talking
dinosaurs.
I'm
What
thinking
was-
maybe it's a tank, Nazis.
they have a park.
Yes.
So do we need to put it back in its own park?
That's on my planet. There's a dinosaur park.
Or we could start a dinosaur park.
Are you speaking that evolutionary baloney stuff? Because the world is only 6,000 years old. So.
Them bones they find, that's the work of the devil.
Yeah, all hoaxes.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's imaginary, I mean, why not? We go into the forest and investigate. I have seen you
drive
demonstrate
around
great
with the
powers.
Jeep. We find nothing. We report back. There's no dragon.
Yeah, let's
Problem.
make sure we have no dragon to deal with, and then we can maybe check in.
We should
not only that, but I remember from Aesop's fables or something like that. They tend to have big, huge piles of pogs or gold.
So,
Oh,
having
there's
come all
no
this way
effect.
to find Dunkirk, you're now going to turn around and go back the way you came.
Yes.
Typical.
Or,
Right.
or 44 and I could, stand around with spears in our hands, make a couple of pogs here and there. Or we could go look for pigs and chickens.
Those are less probably dangerous.
I agree.
But
Oh,
I'll tell you
will
what.
do-
I'll tell you what.
I'll defer
Let's go talk to the pig and chicken owners and see if we can't solve a quick mystery before lunchtime and see where that goes.
It could be the dragon stealing the pig and the chickens.
Could be
It
the
could
orcs.
be It could be the fine man who had all that nice pork and chicken in the market. He said,
So, you asked directions to Farmer Jenkins, Old Man
Sure.
Jenkins.
yes.
And try to act official like,
We're here to investigate the missing livestock.
All right. So, it's a little bit out of town, but not that far. It's a typical small farm, fenced in, pigs and other various animals. And you do notice part of the fence on the right-hand side has been knocked over. And there is a man, a farmer, out there repairing it. He's got the devil's wire. He's got the hammer. He's got new posts. There's a dog. Typical Old West farmers kind of thing. Devil's wire, barbed wire. And he sees you and he stands up. Grumpy old farmer. You here to investigate my missing pig?
Yes, we are, sir.
About time someone got here. It was that old widow. She stole my pig. She's always been jealous. I won last year.
Won what?
The fair. My
blue ribbon type of thing.
My Lulabelle won blue ribbon last year, and she's gonna win this year, or she would have if that widow McAllister hadn't kidnapped her.
Does Mrs. McAllister show
Pig-napped.
pigs?
Sorry, what?
Does she show pigs also?
No, chickens.
And where do you suppose she'd hide such a prize pig?
I don't know, house, barn, out in the woods, underground. Maybe
Okay.
she killed her, poor Lulabelle, and ate her. I don't know.
When did Lulabelle turn up missing?
This morning when I reported it.
Oh,
Is this where she was kept?
Tell me something about this broken fence. Is that a new thing?
Obviously, whoever took Lulabelle got into I'm breaking into my fence, grab Lulu Bell out of her pen, took her off into the night. Oh my God, she was gone.
Are there any footprints?
Right. Let's look around on the other side of the fence, see if we can find some footprints, pig prints, that sort of thing.
Footprints. I don't know.
I'm
not the guard. You're the mercenaries. You're supposed to tell me these things.
Well, no, that's what we're doing. Is we're going to step over the fence and look on the other side of the fence.
Then make a perception or investigation check, whichever one of those you might have or close to. If you don't have either, or anything else you think would be appropriate if you don't have perception or investigation.
12.
12. Okay. Anybody else looking, or just you?
No, I'm looking. Oh, a 2.
2? Mud.
2.
Yep, that's mud.
I go back to the farmer. I have a question for him. Sir, besides, who else enters this livestock competition besides you and the widow?
Oh, different people every year, but generally, all us farmers like to get together, and some out-of-towners too, even some people from across the river.
Okay. And
12. Yes, with your 12, you see that there are in the mud not only farmer footprints and dog footprints, but little, like, children-sized footprints. Barefoot children.
Goblins or something like that, maybe?
Possibly goblins.
I'm gonna start following them, keeping everybody else alert to what I'm doing.
Okay.
Try not to obscure them by stepping on them, but no actual pig prints.
Oh yeah, you see pig prints.
Oh, okay. So
they seem to be going the same direction the small footprints go.
Okay.
Let us follow the little.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask him, Nurse Honey?
Yeah. The farmers on the other side of the river. Does one of them always show a cow?
As a matter of fact, there was a cow last year. Didn't win though. My Lulubelle won.
Okay.
Black and white spotted cow.
Yeah, because a cow. Something's happened to a cow on the other side of the river. So your prize.
I hate for anybody to lose their livelihood, but
yeah,
it is the other side of the river.
Chickens and somebody else's prized cow have all disappeared or had something bad happen.
Yep.
So that would tend to indicate to me you have a competitor. Who wants to win the that has never been even close? You can think.
Never ever been even close. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, McAllister wanted to win last year with her chickens. She didn't win. That's why she took my Lulu Bear.
Yeah, but was she like second run up or something?
Yeah, she was like second.
Okay,
that's why she's so upset.
Who was third place last year?
Oh, that was that other pig. Babe.
Who owns
that pig came in third place. Somebody said guy said he could herd sheep. Didn't happen. Pig just sat there.
The pig just sat there. Yeah, but who owns Babe?
That would be Farmer. What was the guy's name? Farmer Guy.
Farmer Guy. All right. Well, maybe we should talk to him too. All right. Well, we're going to continue looking for your pig. All right.
Get better. I pay taxes.
Before we leave, I'd like to look around. I want to know, what other animals do you have, sir? What other livestock?
Other pigs, and he's got some cows and a donkey.
Okay, mind if I look around the barn?
Sure. If it'll help you find Lulubelle. I don't know why.
I'm gonna look around the barn just to make sure there's not like everybody's stealing each other's livestock.
Good thinking.
And maybe make sure that the pig's actually missing.
Yeah.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. Everything you would expect to see in a barn owned by somebody who raises this type of livestock. Big bales of hay, stuff like that. Farmer stuff.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
All right. I'm going to join the captain and try to follow the pig tracks and the little bare feet tracks.
All right. Roll a follow pig tracks. Whoever is following, going that direction.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Well,
Anybody else?
No, I'm just following the people following the pig tracks.
Same.
I get an 11 plus. Is that probably at least plus 2, so 13.
All right. You were able to continue to follow the trail. It leads away from Farmer Jenkins and towards another farm.
Okay.
And as you approach that farm, you notice that again, the fence has been knocked down. There's a small pink wooden building in the center that's been knocked over. And there are just chickens everywhere, running all over the place. And there's a little pigtailed girl chasing after the chickens and trying to catch them. And there's an old woman sitting on the porch watching the little pig-tailed girl chase.
Does she have a shotgun?
Nope, she's got a pitchfork.
Okay.
I
As she sees you coming, she stands up and goes, "You tell Jenkins I don't have his stinking pig, but he better bring back my chickens before tonight, or there'll be hell to pay." You tell him, Grandma.
Ma'am, it is obvious. His pig and your chickens were stolen by other creatures. We have followed the tracks to your place, and then they leave from here, I'm sure.
What tracks? I don't see any tracks. All I know is my chickens are gone, and he's claiming his
We've
pig's
already
gone.
seen the tracks.
Well,
Very
then it's
small.
some trick he's pulling.
No, it has
No,
nothing to do with
we
him.
already investigated.
I'm going to look for the
chickens.
tracks leading away from her place.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Me
make
too.
a tracking check.
I'll do it.
I'm going to check around the buildings in the barn.
Another 12.
Good idea.
17, baby.
All right.
There does seem to be more tracks going away
I
from
rolled a 14.
coming
Duh.
to and then going away, coming from Farmer Jenkins to Widow McAllister's and then leaving Widow McAllister's. The ones leaving Widow McAllister seem to be a little deeper in the mud, as if they were carrying something.
You're like a
Carrying
pig.
chickens and a pig, I guess. Or chicken.
Widow McAllister, do you know of any children or small folk that might be interested in your livestock?
Only children? No, they know better than to be messing around with my chickens.
Or any small folk, gnomes, or any other short people that might be interested?
In my chickens?
Right.
Yes.
Well, the Bender brothers are always acting a little suspicious. Never did like those gnomes. There's always goblins up to no good.
I've heard of goblins. Where might they live?
Oh, they live all over the place. They're goblins. In the woods, in the hills, underground, wherever they can find space. They're annoying little gnats.
Well, I'm pretty certain the Bender brothers have nowhere to hide your chickens and pigs in town, but the tracks do appear to be small, barefoot children.
Well, whatever it is, whether it be Jenkins or children, I expect my pig returned. My chickens returned. I need them. I'm going to win the contest this year.
I have
Sorry.
a question for you, ma'am. Besides Mr. Jenkins, who would be your competition besides him?
I don't know who's going to be showing this year. I assume Guy will be bringing his sheep herd and pig again. And old Steve Jones probably bringing his cows again. And there's some sheep.
Is old Steve across the river?
Yeah, he's across the river. Nice guy.
His cows got taken.
Jenkins stole his cow too? Is there no death that man won't go to win this year?
No,
Well, he can't win if his pig's missing also, which it is.
No, that's right. You claim it's all right. Well, you do what you need to do. Just bring me back my chickens.
I want to go.
We're investigating.
I want to go talk to the granddaughter and see if she's seen anything suspicious or any creatures wandering out in the woods.
Good idea, Jen. I'm going to continue following the tracks.
I'm gonna continue along with Captain Roger.
All right. Yes, split the party. All right, Jen, you see the little pig-tailed girl rushing around and grabbing chickens and taking them over to the pen. And she sees you coming and she stares at you, as kids always stare at you when they see an elf. She looks at the bottom of your feet to see if you're floating. Yes?
Hi.
She's like nervously playing with her pigtails.
Do you need some help?
Yes, when old man Jenkins took Grandma's prized chickens, he let all the other birds loose too.
How many chickens did he take?
Well, he took the best ones. Gertrude, Maribel, sweet Suzanne. All Grandma's prized chickens.
So 3?
Oh, they took 8. All 8 of them.
Oh, 8 of them. And while I'm talking to her, I'm going to be trying to also catch chickens.
Okay.
And help her put them back in the coop while we're talking.
Sure, you, with your elvish-like reflexes, just bend down and gently pick up a chicken. It doesn't even bother straight.
Oh no, chickens love elves.
Yeah. Yes, of course. That damn elvish magic.
And then I'm going to ask her, have you seen, did you see Mr. Jenkins take the chickens?
Grandma says I did, but I didn't.
What did you see? And I give her the most great elven smile.
She looks to the right. She looks to the porch where Grandma's standing, arguing with Captain Rogers and the burned man. She goes, "It was little folk."
Little folk? What do you mean, little folk? What did they look like?
Little green men with big eyes. The Goblins.
Oh no. Where did they go to? Do you know where they live?
They ran off that way. She points out towards the grassy plains.
Okay. Do they come around here a lot?
No, never.
Okay. Well, we'll try to make sure they don't come back and bother you, okay?
Thank you.
I help her rest the chickens, and then I'll go tell everybody.
All right. You'll be rustling chickens for at least another hour then.
Okay, I don't help all of them. Just a couple more.
Yeah. Oh, actual work? No. Those don't do work.
It seems like I did a lot, though.
Yeah. You definitely caught at least 30. Even though there's only 10.
She clearly hasn't trained her chickens to come when called like mine.
Yeah. All right, so the rest of you are continuing to follow the tracks?
Yes. We'll not go too fast so that Jen can catch up.
All right. With the 17 and everything else you rolled, it's pretty easy. The tracks go away from the widow's farm, go deeper into the grassy plains that the town is based in. There's some what looks like a rocky dell. And as you approach the rocky dell, you've walked about 20 minutes now away from the town. You start smelling rotten meat and burnt food. And as you enter sort of this little rocky dell, there seems to look like a picnic setup or some kind of party, but it looks like it's been raided. The tables are knocked over. There's a couple dead bodies. Upon closer inspection, you see a dead woman wearing a bridal dress. Well, parts of a bridal dress. So yeah, that's what you see. So,
are there any signs of I don't know, goblin arrows? Whatever those look like. Or goblin spears? Because didn't we see spears before from goblins?
The goblins you saw before were all dressed like construction workers. But yeah, these guys all look like they've been chopped up by real small weapons. As you're looking around, Jen the Elf, you do notice something strange.
Okay.
You can't put your finger on it. Please roll a investigation check. D20 plus whatever.
12.
As you're looking around and looking at the wounds and something's just sort of bothering you, like something out of the corner of your eye. It's like, what is that? Sweet, something, you get that something's missing from this picture, and you scan the air again, and then it hits you. If this was a party or a wedding, and all these people were sitting at a table, where are the tablecloths and where's the silverware? Because you don't see any silverware.
All the table settings seem to be gone.
Yep, the tablecloths, the gone. All the silverware's gone.
Could they have stolen
the plates and everything, and the cups are there, but
the tablecloths are gone and the silverware's gone. But look, the cups are here, the plates.
Yep.
Strange.
That's odd.
Well, depends on what they're eating. Like they're eating like pizza or something like that. They wouldn't need silverware.
This was a wedding. I would think they would have a cake.
Yeah, you know how crazy women get over their weddings.
Yeah.
I do not.
And as you go to look for the wedding cake, you do come across a cake, and it looks like sharks have attacked it. It's bite marks and smeared frosting, and it looks like what looks like a baby shoe sticking out of it. Like they fought over this cake.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I take the shoe out and go, I think this is evidence.
Does it look like this was pretty recent, like within the last day or two, or?
Yeah. Considering how fresh the tracks are, probably last night.
Nobody mentioned anybody missing in town.
Right, I was just thinking the same thing.
They're not from town, I would guess.
Maybe they're from across the river.
Checking for ID.
None of them have a wallet, but several of them have things that could be recognizable to somebody else. A piece of jewelry, a ring, a bracelet, necklace, a tattoo.
Okay, take note of those things.
That's odd, because wouldn't they take those things of value? Instead, they're only apparently hungry. Maybe animal attack.
Yeah, the table setting's missing.
Yeah, I mean,
but
based upon World War II Earth values of how much you remember you had to pay for the silverware at your cousin's wedding. A full set of wedding silverware is a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
But does the bride have a ring?
That is missing. In fact, the finger that had the ring on it is missing.
But other guests how many people all total were killed here that we can see?
Not counting the bride and groom, you find 8 other dead people. 4 of them look pretty much a lot alike, and the other 4 look a lot alike. And they're opposite sides of the table.
Like the
bride's family, groom's family.
Oh dear.
And they've all been chopped up.
But this must have been.
Do we find any pogs anywhere?
Sure, if you really going to search the pockets of the dead folks, you find 16 spare pods.
Whoa.
They were having
just
the hog
loot
trade.
the bodies.
Are these the pods like the ones from the town we were just at, or like?
Yeah, a lot of them are like the ones that the blacksmith gave you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So then they may be from
Ugh.
Dun Kirk.
Yeah, I'm sure
But
that currency
It could
goes
be from both
It's-
sides of the river.
possibly.
Let's
Well, I'm
look
sure
for
there was more
tracks leading
people
away.
here.
Let's look
Well,
for more
there's-
tracks leading away because this is odd. They apparently attacked the wedding party while carrying pigs and chickens and possibly a cow.
They might have
They must be
stampeded the
ravenously
animals
hungry.
into the wedding.
Yeah, nothing as deadly as a stampede of chickens.
And a pig,
And
whatever else.
If my phone is still working and charged, I'd like to take pictures of these people's faces.
That's
Okay.
a good idea.
click
With your
HIKARL.
devil in the box there.
Camera comes up, fully charged. You've got 5 bars, which is weird.
That's
You
a
take a
hell
little
of a
picture.
magic item, son.
Take a picture, and then afterwards, I'll be like, "Hey guys, everybody come here," and then I'll do the selfie,
Dead bodies.
the wedding massacre selfie.
This is Dunkirk, not Vietnam.
We'll take. Yeah, they're dead. They're not going to need their money.
It was to prove we were here and investigated.
Ah,
Yes, of course.
Well,
Not a
Yes,
sight.
it's a tall tale to report to the
I
Blacksmith.
think we need to find out
blacksmith.
where these tracks go.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm going to continue.
I'm saying
looking for
the
tracks.
words over all the dead people, but as much as I want to bury them, I don't think we have the time to do that yet.
Nurse Honey, I do not believe that we have that kind of time. The goblins could have taken prisoners, and I think that's what's happened.
No. I understand that. I just did the over them and said some words, but I'm not going to try to bury them yet.
Yeah, we need to pursue.
44. I can't make hide nor hair of these tracks. You want to take
Take a look.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just finding
Let me
chaos.
see what I get here. I get a 2 plus 2. I get a 4 now.
That's what I rolled.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
looking too. And I'm like, we gotta find these dastards.
Can I keep looking?
And I rolled a 16, and I go, I think there's some
There you
tracks over here.
yep.
There
Just
you
as
go.
you're about to. Yeah, it looks like between the grass and the slush, you can't find any tracks. But then
And
with her
boom.
with her fresh eyes of God and her sun
eyes
beating off of her beard hat,
That's got to be our next spell. Fresh eyes of God.
Honey finds the tracks again. They're definitely deeper into the ground, as if they're all of these little guys are carrying heavier objects. And they go further away, further into the grasslands and all these little rocks and stuff. You continue to follow them.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, about an hour passes,
Damn.
and now you're getting farther and farther away to the town. The area is getting more rocky, more mountainy.
Which direction are we headed away from the town, roughly? Do we know?
South.
Okay. Is that toward the woods?
Well, no, the woods are on the other side of the river.
Okay.
There are some woods here, but not as not woods. They're more sparse.
There's some sparse trees there every once in a while in the rocks.
Yeah.
The rocky country.
Yes, these
Okay.
seem to be rocks, rocky country kind of thing.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yay.
Well, looking for. I'm
right.
concerned about an ambush potential.
So now it's late morning, early afternoon. You're about an hour and a half away from town. Like I said, rocks, bushes, a few sparse trees, a couple what looks like old buildings. As you get closer, farther away, and into these not quite hills. It's like it's just trying to be hills, but gave up halfway. And it's like, I'm tall enough for today. I could have been a mountain, but that's a lot of work, kind of thing. You see what looks like some ruins.
Possibly a place these creatures could be dwelling.
That looks like a potential hideout.
When you say ruins, I mean like some buildings or temple or I don't know. Is it
Badam!
kind of oh, okay. So we got but there's a well. Is that a well or a campfire spot?
As you're entering from this corner over here
Okay.
onto the map, you see somebody's been here. There's trees that have been knocked down. There's barrels laying around. There's a whole bunch of little teeny disturbed fireflies that something has disturbed them. There's the ruins of a building of some kind. There's a hole in the ground, and the hole has got like smoke coming out of it. And you hear noises coming out of the hole. There's ruins. In the center of the ruins, there's what looks like an old fire pit. And standing over here, you can just see the top of someone's head looking away from you over here.
Okay.
Are we starting to find any of the animal tracks with?
As you look down, you see chicken feathers laying around in the grass. You look a little further, you see what looks like a fork.
So Captain Roger, perhaps we should split into two groups and go either side.
Right. I'll go low, you go high.
Well, I can't tell which way is low and high here, but okay.
Well, on the map.
Okay. I see what
This
you
is
mean.
low. This is high.
Yeah. I'm going to come around the bottom of the building, so to speak.
Right here?
As much, as much of it as cover, going around the wall to, sneak up on the guy, and hopefully 44.
This guy over here?
Yeah, the guy's head that we can see.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll go the other side.
Okay. Each of
You're
you
probably
sneak, stealth, whatever you want to call it.
I got it. I got it. Sneaky sneaks. 11.
Oh,
Rogers?
18, 19, 20, 23.
Wow.
All right. Disadvantage.
Still
I rolled a 1. So, yep, the head doesn't turn. It's still looking away from you. As you pass the hole looks large enough that
it's a hole.
somebody could crawl down it.
Yes.
As you pass if you look at the campfire, it looks recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
could
there's
definitely
smoke
crawl
coming
down.
out of the hole, right?
Yeah, there's like smoke. There's smoke coming out of the hole.
So I'm kind of assuming that the goblins are probably living down there, but
Yeah, you definitely hear noises coming out of there.
Are the rest of you splitting off and following them?
The rest of you, I think, are still down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up, but I'm gonna hunker down and just hide.
There's a barrel right here, and there's a trunk,
Behind the tree.
a stump right here. Plenty of places to hide.
Yep.
All right,
Gonna hide.
Who else? Jen goes and hides.
The tree that's right north of your it's there. I'd like to, as they split off, I'd like to just slightly move up and hide.
Flump. All right, you are hiding. And Jen the elf, you are also hiding.
Yes.
Same space or different place?
I want to hide up by that stump that's closer to the building.
This one?
Yes.
That's not the stump. That's the hole.
Oh, that's the hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll hide at the
Stump.
top end of that tree.
Barrels. Something over here. Rocks. Bushes. So if you wanted to hide behind the stump, the closest stump to you is the one with the barrels.
Yeah, I'll hide up by at the north end of that tree, that fallen tree.
All right, so you're hiding with Dave, and of course As you walk over there, and the minute you hunker down and sit still, every one of the fireflies just wants to start flying around you. Elf, 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 elf.
As I get close to the individual's head that I can see, I'm going to quietly draw my saber so that when I get close enough, I can whip it up to right under his chin to keep him from moving and screaming and that sort of thing.
Nurse Honey, what are you doing?
I'm hiding. I went up to where the little pile of rocks is, up top.
Right here?
No.
Up here?
Back.
Right here?
No. The
Right
corner.
here?
No. Up, and back. Up. Keep going up. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're like,
Yeah.
Thump. Okay. You're hiding over there.
I'm hiding over there right now.
All right, hiding over there. Hiding over there. Hiding over there. Hiding right here. And you got Rogers right here about to sneak up on this dude. All right, roll your sneak up on that dude. And he's gone. He's back.
17.
Sneak.
He's
sneak,
on
sneak.
it.
You are you right behind him. Top of his head is right about, level with your chest. Big green, zit covered, bald head, big pointy ears.
With my free hand, now that I've got my saber under his, I'm going to try and disarm him if he even looks at me funny off with his head.
All right, so you put the knife under his thing, and he's just like, okay. So you woke him up.
Well, no, I'm disarming him as well.
There's a spear laying on the ground next to him.
Oh, okay. Then.
And he's got like what looks like a really large steak knife in his pocket. In his belt. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
He's a little bit larger than a goblin and a little bit more muscular.
Well, either way, he's disarmed, and I'm waiting for to see 44, and then I can, wave him
44
forward.
is standing over here by the hole.
Well, I would have, actually, I didn't go because we went high and low. I would go around and come around. Yeah, there you go. So,
all right, so you walk past the hole, you heard the noises, you keep going, and then you come around the corner just in time to see Captain Rogers get the jump on this large goblin, this hobo goblin.
Yeah. And that's the only one outside that we've seen.
Let's tie him up and make sure he can't cause us any trouble.
He grumbles, but he doesn't look like he wants to fight you. So he'll grudgingly let you tie him up.
More noise he makes. So dangerous.
Definitely gag him.
All right, what are you gonna do with him? Just leave him there? Or take him someplace else?
Is there some way we can affix him to the wall or a tree or something?
Yeah. Yeah, you could tie him to this tree over here, or find another tree, or there's probably a post.
Yeah,
you could tie him to.
something that I don't want to drag him too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a post
from
right here.
Okay. Then,
good enough temporarily.
You can strap him to that.
Once he's secure, we'll meet back up with the rest of the group and let him know that the coast is clear.
Okay.
Well, no, the hole I can hear.
Yes.
Somebody's down that hole, and so I think that's where the goblins are.
All right, so hobgoblin's tied up right there. You two are right here.
Yeah. Before we leave, I point that out because I went closer to it.
Okay.
You said there was smoke coming out of the hole, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Is
They're
there
cooking
a
chicken
ladder?
and pork.
Did you see? Is there a ladder coming out of it or anything, or is there maybe another entrance?
Don't know yet.
Well, I'm gonna sneak around and look for see if there's another entrance in, or I'll sneak up close to it, see if there's a ladder or way down.
Good idea.
Which are you doing?
I'm gonna look in the hole. Look to the hole first to see if there's a ladder or anything for way down.
It doesn't seem to be a ladder. It seems to be it's a slanted, and there's a little trickle of water going down it. So it seems you're supposed to slide in.
Ah, okay.
As only goblins would.
Looks like a slide into the burrow.
Yes. Yes.
Is it big enough to fit a cow or a pig?
It's a pretty big hole.
Okay.
But not big enough for a cow.
Okay.
Maybe a pig, depending upon how big the pig was, but definitely not a cow.
Okay, so maybe not the prize pig.
I got an idea.
Well, they probably already ate them. They're probably eating the chickens, or were. Smell like they cooked meat with that smoke coming out.
Yeah, the smoke definitely smells like some kind of cooked meat. Very maybe pork, very sweet and sticky.
Yum. Smells delicious. Maybe we can get some.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it tastes good. Barbecued pork.
Yeah.
So if most people move to around the hole,
Maybe we could lure them out and trap them.
Well, I'm sure that if they're stealing people's livestock, that pretty much everybody will want them dead. That's
Okay.
We could. We're all
Right, but if we could rescue even, a couple of chickens, it wouldn't be bad.
I don't know. That's the only entrance.
It's the only entrance you've seen so far. Yep.
Yeah, so far. Well, it seems to me that would be rather dangerous. I mean, we hope that they're resting like the bigger one we just took prisoner, or crashed out.
Yeah, it's getting near lunchtime, but yeah.
Well, do you want me to slide down the hole first?
I'll go first.
No, I'll be in the rear.
As you should.
Saying prayers.
Right,
right,
saber
so
in one hand, handgun in the other. Down I go.
Whee! Blum, 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 blum.
No, I'll wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll go.
1, 2. All right, Captain Rogers, you slide down the slide. It's very slippery. It looks like it's designed to be slid down with Goblin genius. You slide into a slippery, slip and slide into a larger chamber, like something that was once below these ruins, maybe a root cellar or a lower floor or whatever. You definitely see some brickwork and stuff like that in the post holding whatever it is up. It's a large room, sort of squarish, oblongish. There's passages going off to the left and the right. There's just a mishmash of just stuff on the floor. Paper, discarded fruit rinds, chicken lay for feathers,
Holster my pistol, pull out the
wood, half-eaten piece of corn. Just the floor is just covered with junk. There's something's been scrawled on the wall in what looks like charcoal.
Okay. Like I said, holster my pistol, pull out the flashlight, get a better look.
The smell of pork is coming from the right. Some of the noise is coming from the right, but there's also noise to the left. And then 44 comes down.
Yes.
There's little LEDs lighting up. Anybody else going down the hole?
I'm coming down the hole.
Whee!
Hold it up.
I go
David
down
the
the
gnome?
hole.
Lord,
All right.
with us.
I'll
At least
run
you.
off. I'll run after everybody because I was like, "Don't leave me."
You just roll a 20 really quick as you're about to jump down the hole, David the gnome.
Not a no. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
All right. You've all reached the bottom of the hole. Room is as I have said. obviously a lower level from whatever these ruins used to be.
Where are we going?
Passageway to the right, you smell the cooking pork. Passageway to the left, you hear the noises. The noises are slightly louder to the left. There's nobody in this room. On one wall, somebody has scrawled something in charcoal, in Goblin, or whatever language that is.
All right. So which way are we going, guys? Which way? They're whispering.
Well, I think either side there's probably goblins.
I think that off to the left might be better. That's probably where we're going to find the most resistance. Off to where the pig's cooking. They're probably busy cooking pig and eating. That'll give us a little time.
So you're going to the direction of the smell or the other direction?
The noisier direction, right? Not the smell.
All right, this appears to be a hallway that's fallen into disrepair, but you know, whatever was down here, a lower level to this ruined castle, whatever it was. But there's definitely brickwork. There's old faded tapestries that have covered in snot and worse. And ruined in just the way goblins would ruin things. You hear noise coming from to your right. There's a noise that sounds like things falling over. And to your left, you hear like a cacophony of noises, just a whole bunch of different noises, all sort of combined together. You hear what you think is yelling. You hear like angry chickens. You hear a barking dog.
Okay, let's check out the crashing noise first, quietly. I'll answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my knife drawn.
You see a wooden door, half open. You hear the crashing noise coming from there. You
peer in.
And this is very unusual. You're not sure what purpose this chamber used to fill, but there's a whole bunch of suits of armor, and all the helmets from the suits of armor have been taken off and piled in the center of the room. There's a chandelier from the ceiling. Hanging from the chandelier is a goblin, and he swings back and forth and knocks over some of the pile of helmets. There's a couple other goblins in there watching him, and they're all like, "Ah!" And then he jumps off and he hands the chandelier to another goblin, and they start resetting the pile of helmets.
Okay.
And these are goblins, but they're not as well dressed as the goblins you saw previously. These are just wearing scraps, found clothing, not just a mismatch of just stuff. This looks like stuff that they found in trash cans. You know, one of them's like got a barrel that he's wearing as a shirt that he's just, you know. Another one's like got a spaghetti colander on his head to act as a helmet. Yeah, they're just really ragtag, but clever and industrious as only goblins can. So that's what you see, is they're engaging in some kind of goblin sporting event.
Okay. Shall we take them?
Well, I could, if we enter, I could pull the door closed too, so the sound won't.
Yeah, we could get in a way we could seal the door so they can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in the way of the door, I think that's going to be sealed enough. After I pull it shut or push it shut, either way.
Yeah, you can shut it.
Yeah. So try and do that carefully, quiet.
I haven't noticed you. All right,
yep.
Close the door.
They're noisy as hell, so strike them down.
Oh, you're going in the room to strike them and then closing the door.
Well, I'm saying to everybody else, strike them down. I can guard the door. I think goblins are not that strong, so I think they can handle them.
Okay.
Is there any light in the room?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna still need the flashlight. Lunge at the first one as I mentioned.
All right. Initiative. My goblins get an 11.
10.
44 gets a 10.
Let's move right here.
14.
Who said 14?
Captain Rogers.
Rogers gets a 14.
Ooh,
I get
11.
a 10.
Jen gets a 10. Jen gets a 10. That rhymes. Ow, ow. Okay, I get it. You want food. Anybody else?
11.
David the Gnome gets an 11. And Sister Honey?
14. I smacked
Wow, you guys
somebody
just-
with my Bible.
Doubles. Okay. Oh, did you tire up the paper? All right. 14 is Captain Rogers, who jumps in through the door. There's a goblin hanging from a chandelier, swinging back and forth, and there's like 4 other goblins cheering him on as he's going, whee!
I skewer the first with a 24.
The one hanging from the chandelier, or just the one
Yeah,
close?
sure. That'll get their attention.
All right. Damage.
Total of 6.
Okay. He's dead. Sister Honey, you step into the door and
I hit the closest one with my Bible saying, thou shalt not steal or murder.
thou shalt not swing from chandeliers and knock over helmets. All right. Roll a 2-hit with your blunt weapon.
A 3?
No, sorry. Need at least a 10. All right. David the Gnome at 11.
I'm going to cast the Armor of Armitage. That gives me a +4 to 18. And kind of...
This armor starts at the ground and just armors up your skin.
Nice.
You hear this thing go cast on. And suddenly you're just surrounded with this thick, glowing armor. All right. Goblin number 1 of the 4 remaining goblins. This lady just tried to hit me on the head with a book, the most cursed of all magic items. Books that contains reading and learning. He will stab you with a fork. Ooh, and he hits you with a fork for 2 points of piercing damage. Right in the leg as he jumps up, pulls out a silver fork that looks like it's from a wedding. One of those big hunking silver forks you see at weddings, and just stabs you right in the knee. And it's like, all 4 prongs. Goblin number 2.
Naughty children.
Attacks the guy who attacked the guy hanging from the chandelier. And he pulls out a big fruit soup ladle. And he's wielding it like a club. And he comes running at you, Captain Rogers, and he swings at you, but you jump out of the way at the last second. Goblin number 3 sees these people in the door. They're all doing stuff. And he throws something at the guy who's glowing and misses. And Goblin number 4 throws something at the stinking elf. And that just he throws a steak knife. Steak knife bounces off the ceiling and impales in the chandelier. He rolled a 1. That's the goblins. That leads us to 44 with his new heightened reflexes.
No. Well, how far away is the closest goblin to me?
There's
Close. 10 feet.
2 close to you and then 2 on the opposite side of the room.
All right. I'll try and stab one with my spear. Why not?
Okay.
13.
That's a hit.
Okay. That's a die 8.
Yes, it is. Plus strength mod.
We get a +1, so we get 5 points of damage.
He's dead.
Okay. Burp, burp, burp.
All right. And Jen the elf.
I'm gonna. None of them are real close to me, right? They're across the room.
There's one that's kind of close to you. The other two are across the other end of the room, on the other end of the pile of armor.
Okay. I'm going to go to the nearest one to me and try to hit him with my knife.
Okay.
Stab him.
Stabby stabby. All right. Hi. Yes, I understand you want food. Give me a second.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
He's just too quick. All right, Captain Rogers.
Swing at the next.
Okay.
16.
That's a hit.
Same thing. 6 more damage.
You kill that poor goblin. That just leaves the 2 on the other side of the room. Nurse Honey.
Chasing the goblins with breaded literature in the form of the Holy Bible.
Oh, God, words.
And
Learning.
they are successfully dodging my attempts to spank
You
them
run
with
across the
Bible.
room, trudging through the pile of helmets. Ching, 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 ching. Get to the other side, swing your... But nope, they're just too quick.
Come back here.
That leaves the goblins, and there's this lady with a book standing right at us. So the one to the right of you sticks his hand in one of the helmets and sort of uses it as a makeshift mace and just swings his helmeted hand at you like a boxing glove.
Nice.
Armor class 11.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
Actually, 12.
Actually,
12.
oh, then your armor class is 12. Then he misses you just barely. And the other one has a whole bunch of like steak knives. And he stabs you with a steak knife. And nope, it gets lost in the fabric of your clothing.
Knock that off, you naughty children.
All right. David the Gnome.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the one that was stabbing the nun.
All right, roll your D4 plus 2.
4 plus 2, so 6 damage.
Yeah, because you went up 1. 6. Laser in one head, exploding back of the skull in the other. That leaves 1 goblin. 44.
I stab at thee.
You run across the ching, 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 and stab at him. Roll.
Okay. Getting a 15.
That's a hit.
3 points of damage.
Oh, he's still alive. Barely.
He's impaled.
Jen?
Jen, you're muted.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
I'll go stab that one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Pinned to a wall with 1 hit point.
Probably missed it because I only rolled an 8.
You're like, "Ugh," but you step on one of the helmets, and your foot gets a little, and you jigger to the left and stab the wall.
I rolled my ankle. Oh no.
Oh no! All right, Captain Rogers. There's 1 goblin left. He's pinned to a wall.
Off with his head with a.
You run across the room. Chin, 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 clang, 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 clang.
24
Oh yeah, you definitely hit.
for 7 points of damage.
And that ends it. Hold on, I have to feed the cat. Come on.
Nice work, guys.
Check them for pogs.
I think we shouldn't take the time right now. We should go assault one of the other choices. We can check for loot later. Don't give them time. Somebody might find us. And we've been lucky so far.
There was more noise off to the right.
Yeah, let's
From
check
this
out
hallway.
that noise.
Same operating procedure. I'll go first. You guys come in, and if there is a door, Cal, make sure nobody leaves but us.
All right. I heard checking for pogs.
No,
All right,
we changed that. We
We decided to go
Yeah,
check
take
out
time.
that noise. We'll worry about pogs later.
the other noise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Everybody else will file in behind me, and Cal will bring up the rear to make sure nobody escapes.
All right, so you leave the room where the
44.
goblins and go to the other direction.
44.
This is a larger door, wooden door. It is closed, but on the other side, you can hear what sounds like yelling. You can hear chickens and the barking of a dog.
This might be where they're keeping the uncooked food.
Let's investigate.
So that's what you hear from the other side of the door.
With my free hand, I'll open the door and quietly try to open it and get inside quick.
All right, you see what apparently was a large storeroom at some point in time. There are chickens running all over the room. There are some cages on the far end of the room. One of the cages has a dog in it. There's a huge hole in the center of the room, which has two wooden doors over it, but one of them is open. There is a very large goblin, similar to the one you snuck up on, and he's just running around the room, chasing the various chickens and yelling at them. And then there's a goblin sitting on a table that's just laughing at him. Silas, Crump, and Jabba, this little teeny goblin, is just going as the hobgoblin is trying to chase these chickens and get them back into their cages. And there's like 8 chickens just running all around the room. You do not see a pig.
Okay, I'll go after the larger. I'll go after the larger creature with my saber.
All right. Do you want to use the same initiative you rolled last time, or new initiative?
Doesn't bother me either way.
All right, then we'll just use the same. All right, so you go first, Captain Rogers. So you come running in the room. America! Work your way through the landmines of chickens and chicken poop and swing at the hobgoblin. Go ahead.
25, and I hit him for 7 points of damage.
25. He is hurt, but not dead. He just looks very upset.
My dice are on fire tonight. Or today.
Yeah,
There's Honey.
Holy crap.
I run into the room, brandishing my Bible and screaming, "Thou shalt not steal!"
Are any of those natural 20s that I'm not rewarding you for?
Nope. Just 17, 18s, and 19s.
All right.
So far.
So you 17. Okay. Thou shalt not kill, and you're what? Attacking the hobgoblin
Yes. I
with
rolled
your
12.
with your Bible again?
Yes. That's what I got.
12 does not hit this guy. He seems to be wearing a little bit of armor. Okay, goblins. My hobgoblin will see this annoying human that's come in with a look of anger and relief over his face because, hitting humans, this is something I know. Chasing chickens is not within my job description. He wings at you with the large, what looks like a baking thing, large baking thing.
A rolling pin?
A large rolling pin, yes.
Okay.
Armor class 8.
14.
All right, he misses you. And it's him that leaves the goblin on the table. He stands up and he sees 2 people come running in the room, and he throws an egg at the lady and misses. That leaves, all right, 44.
You will pay for that egg. Oh, I rush in and attack the one that threw the egg, I guess.
The goblin on the table? All right.
Sure. Why not? Okay. +2.
You cannot win, 44. I have the high ground.
Oh, damn it. He's outsloped me. Yeah, I got a 9.
Nope, he's too high.
See?
High ground always wins. Dave the Gnome.
I was going to use magic missile.
Okay.
So 2 plus my level, 4 points.
On who?
The biggest guy in the room, that hobgoblin, probably, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Poor hobgoblin.
Still standing, but hurt. And Jen, the
Damn, he's a tough
elf.
one.
Where are all the goblins and hobgoblins? And
This is a very large room. In the center of the room is what looks like a well, maybe, with the two wooden doors you would see over that. One of them is open though. The hobgoblin is near that. There's chickens. There's the 8 chickens running around the floor. There's cages opposite the door, and the other 3 walls have like tables on them. And there's a goblin on the table to your right.
Okay, so the hobgoblin is near the trap door or
near the doors,
the cellar or whatever it is.
The well
access.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to cast Slime Claw.
Dun, dun, dun.
And have him or it open the
other one,
the cage for the dog.
Oh, open the cage for the dog. All right. Roll your summon slime claw. D20 plus wisdom plus level.
21.
Here. Gives you a little thumbs up.
And I send him over to open the latch on the dog's cage to let the dog out.
Yep. He runs over, opens the latch, gives you a little thumbs up. The dog just comes out and goes right after the hobgoblin.
Yay!
Oh.
Good boy.
And misses.
Good puppy.
But misses. But he just like comes out like a bolt. Just big old sheepdog. Goes right after the hobgoblin's leg, but then misses. Captain Rogers.
Let's finish this bastard. Oh, 17.
That's a hit.
22, 23. Oh, max damage. So that's a 10 points.
You cut his head off.
Oh.
And it goes down the hole in the well just for extra cool.
No, okay.
Oh. Poison
Honey.
the well.
Yes.
Sorry.
You just get an explosion of blood in your face
Ah!
as his head goes rolling
Sorry,
off.
sister. Sorry, sister.
And then this dog just leaps over you and goes after him, even though he's missing his head. What do you do?
Puppy be angry. What do I do?
Yeah.
Besides screaming gross? Yeah. Is the other goblin still alive?
The goblin on the table? Yeah.
Oh, I turn around and holding my Bible up in the air, I scream, I smite you, and out of my sleeve I pull out the necessary nun ruler. And
Okay.
I charge him with my ruler.
So you're just shaking your ruler at him?
Yep.
Okay. Well, he doesn't seem to be that afraid, but all right, you can roll an intimidation.
I rolled a 14 plus 2. That is a 16.
All right. Need a 16. Oh, apparently he's seen a nun with a ruler before because you see his confidence kind of go down a notch. He's like, whoa, wait a sec. She's got a ruler. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Charging him. Gonna get him.
All right. Dave the gnome.
I'll probably just take out my phone and record.
Okay. Phone still fully charged. Memory, at its max. Still 5 bars, which is weird because you're underground. All right, my goblin. All right, there's a guy standing in front of him on the table, but he just saw somebody pull out what, in his limited goblin perception of how the world works, a magic wand. So he's like, and he puts the bucket of eggs down. He bends down and he picks up a rag. He turns around and he starts cleaning the wall. Like, oh, I just work here. And he looks over his shoulders at you and he goes, says something in Goblin, which sounds a lot like, I just work here. And he goes back and starts cleaning the wall with his rag. The classic ancient goblin camouflage. I just work here.
Sheathing my saber, I'm going to grab him from behind and try to throw him in the well.
Okay. Roll, grab him from behind.
16.
All right. You're like, what? Throw.
And drop him in the well.
He goes, ah, ah, ah. This is the best day ever. All right. So you killed him too.
Well, maybe he might have lived.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We hear a
Right.
splash.
You heard a
Splash.
splat. Yeah, you heard like a splat noise.
Splash
Yeah,
Express.
Want to give him a chance, fair
This
shake.
is the best day ever. Splat. All right, so the combat is over. The dog is just attacking the downed hobgoblin.
I guess we need to pin up those chickens.
But then it
We don't need
stops,
to do it.
and it starts barking at the chickens, and it starts
We
like, trying to herd the chickens.
We don't need to do anything for them right now. We should go
We can
attack.
close the door. Yeah, we
other
can close the door
room.
behind
All
us.
right. Let's go check out the room.
Right.
Where all the,
All right, you have the dog follow you or stand here?
Will he obey simple commands like
I don't know.
come, sit,
You haven't tried talking to him yet, or her yet.
stay? I point my
looks at you.
finger. Sit.
And sits down.
Oh, he's a
boy.
good boy.
Good boy.
Big border collie.
Give him a big old, scruff on the head. Good boy.
That's Captain Rogers.
All right. Looks like we got ourselves a mascot.
all right.
So he's gonna stay in here and watch
Probably
the
stolen
watch the
from
chickens?
someone.
I know. We'll return the dog too, because it
Yeah,
probably
but we
belongs to
can
the
deal
little
with
girl.
the chickens later.
All right, so you're gonna leave him here to guard the chickens?
Yes. Stay.
Go the
We
other
hope
way.
he'll guard the
Yeah,
chickens. but
toward
whatever.
the luau.
All right, so you go back the way you came towards the other door. This door appears to be thicker, but it looks like it was kicked open and then closed, and the smell of cooking meat is coming out of there. The cooking pork smell. You also smell some other things now.
Mhm.
Same thing. Once we get round the door, I'll pull out the flashlight one hand, open the door, saber in the other, charge in.
Is the door locked? I want to check it carefully.
No, it doesn't
Well,
appear to be locked.
But it looked like it was kicked in, so
Yeah, it was kicked. Looks like it was kicked open.
So same thing. Flashlight one hand, saber in the other. Go charging in the room.
We could have more opponents in this room.
Probably.
know.
All right. Well, he goes charging in the room with that American
Element of
gumption.
surprise. 44. Element of surprise.
Yes.
Rawr! Gung ho! Toronto!
America.
America. So you kick open the door, go running, and this is another large room, decently sized room. Maybe a large storeroom or something. It's large enough that there are at least 15 goblins in here, all just kind of bivouacked around. There's a makeshift fire pit in the center, and it's got a big iron spit on it, and there's a dead body on the spit. Oh yeah, cooked human smells a lot like pork. And you realize you're all salivating over the smell of cooked human.
Foul beasts.
Ugh.
And
Ugh.
there's a makeshift throne, and they've put all these little things in front of the throne like it means something to them in some sensation. So there's like 15 goblins in here. There's a larger goblin cooking human. The throne is empty. There's nobody on the throne, but they're definitely reverencing the throne. And you come running in. So that's all you notice with your come running in. All right. We'll just stick with the same initiative if you want. So, yeah. Captain Rogers, as you come running in, you see 15 goblins and one hobgoblin cooking human. Captain Rogers disappears.
Sorry. I was
No
chewing.
problem.
M&M's.
It's okay.
Going after the first one I see.
Okay. Goblin?
Yep, natural 20.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Double damage or something cool?
With something cool.
All right, what do you want to do to him?
As I slice through him, hopefully knock him into as many more as possible, disrupting, any kind of immediate response other than
Sure. Is there you knock his body and sort of do the the Spartan kick, and he goes barreling into two other ones. So yeah.
Yeah, and he takes 6 points of damage.
Well, yeah. Double damage. The damage. The natural 20 just kills him. Yeah. All right, Sister Honey in this gigantic room.
I run in there with my Bible,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna smack the nearest goblin.
All right.
And I rolled a 9.
Yeah, they're armor class 10.
Well, she gets a +2, right?
She's
level?
second level, so
Or
She gets-
unless you already added it.
well, she's not a fighter, so
Okay,
she's
sorry.
she's a cleric.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oopsie.
you're a
Get out of
fighter.
my
You get
box.
the +1 per level. She gets the pluses with her spells.
I'm screaming, thou shalt not eat people.
Oil and green is people. It's
Well-
people.
Technically, they didn't get to eat them yet.
It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook.
Can't
How
be
best to
silly.
serve man.
All right. Got Hobgoblin Chef. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Oh.
Lifts the human on a stake out of the fire and throws it at Captain Rogers like a makeshift
Oh.
spear.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Jeez.
Armor class
That's
14.
That's nasty.
Incoming.
Armor class 14, Captain Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
9 points of damage.
Ow.
You got human and spears and spigots sticking out of you.
Ouch.
Oh dear.
All right, 15 goblins. Yay! That'll be a lot of ranged attacks. All right,
14.
goblins closest to the door will attack the 2 men in the door. Captain Rogers. Nope. Captain Rogers. Ooh, natural 20.
Ow.
This guy's incapacitated. He can't do anything. This guy's incapacitated. He can't do anything. This guy missed. This guy rolled a natural 20. And this guy rolled a 12. Armor class 12?
14.
All right, so natural 20. So they're all like, wow, the ones closest to the door. The 2 are still scrambling over the body of their dead guy. I got his feet. I got his shoes. I got his shoes. No, I got his shoes. He had shoes? He totally had shoes. So they're fighting over him like you wanted to. 2 of them swing at you with makeshift weapons. And one of them's got a piece of wood with a nail in it. The other one's got a fork. But this guy, he found himself a knife somewhere. And he decides to do something cool and staple you to the floor. So he takes the knife and drives it through your feet with a 5 and just digs it in so that foot is nailed to the floor. And he looks at you and goes,
That's bad.
How much have I taken total besides the 9?
Huh?
How much have I
that's-
taken total? besides
that
the
was
9?
3 points of damage from that.
So 12 total.
Whew. Ouch.
Next round of goblins are a little farther away from the door. There's a lot of people out the other side of the door. So they start forming a perimeter around the hobgoblin. So they'll spend their round moving and setting up the goblin version of a shield wall, holding up plates, parts of tables. That one's got a mop. And the last round we'll do ranged attacks. So they all get up and they start just picking things off the floor. And they're like, oh, like an elf, a girl, a guy. So they will throw some stuff at Nurse Honey and at Jen the elf and at David the wizard. So Nurse Honey. Ooh, that's a hit.
They're trying to despoil the nurse. I mean,
Elf.
the nun.
Jen the elf, armor class 11.
No, I got 13.
All right.
She probably
David the
dodges
gnome. That knife got really close. 2 more. Oh yeah, Nurse Honey. Oh, this guy lifts up a spear and he runs forward to try and stab you with the spear, Nurse Honey, but he trips and the spear goes into the ground and just like kind of slings him up. And he's like, he rolled a 1. And the last one,
Repent. Sinner.
and the very last goblin's like, yeah, our side. He throws a potato at Jen the elf.
Damn it.
Misses. All right.
Elves can catch those things real easily.
Oh, totally. So I don't believe any of you got hit. Is that correct? Did I hit anybody? I don't think so.
Other than Captain Rogers, yeah.
Yeah.
They missed everybody, yeah.
All right. Dave the gnome.
I'm going to move up and tell Captain Rogers I'm right behind him, so he doesn't swing on me. And I will touch him and cast the Armor of Armitage on him to give him.
All right.
Oh wow, thanks, bro.
Cast
then he gets
on.
+4 AC for an hour.
Okay, that puts me at 18. That's awesome. Thanks, dude.
You're going to need it.
44.
Yeah, actually genius.
I will. So there's some goblins that the one that stabbed his foot, right?
Yeah.
Is okay. So I will rush forward and plow into that goblin with my shield.
Bull rush. Okay.
Bull rush. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. Sorry, I'm lack of words for some reason.
D20 plus strength modifier +2.
So D20 plus strength. Okay, so +3. I get a 13.
All right, roll your D6
D6
plus strength modifier.
Okay. 2 points of damage.
All right, he takes 1 point of damage and you push him back 10 feet.
Well, I like it.
All right, so he's taking 1 point of damage. All right,
I was just trying to protect Captain Roger because he got stabbed to the floor. So
Jen the elf.
Best position.
Okay, so that potato that I caught that goblin threw at me, I'm throwing it back.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to hit him on the head with it.
You're not going to make
It
two
was
of them fries
slime claw
first?
a concentration spell or a duration spell?
Slime Claw was a concentration spell, but it only lasted 2 rounds.
All right, so slime claw goes away. All right, potato to the face. Roll D20 plus potato.
I got a 14.
All right, roll D4 plus dex mod. Plus potato.
Ooh, max damage is 6.
Oh, that goblin dies by potato.
He choked on the potato.
You perfectly just aim it as his mouth's open, cheering, "Go us!" And the potato just boom, 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 right into the open mouth. And he's like, and just falls over with a potato sticking out of his open mouth. Yes.
Nice.
Damn, that's
Jen
too funny.
That's 2 cool points for the game.
I think she sharpened the potato before she chucked it.
So who needs healing?
All right. Pin to the wall, pin to the floor, Captain Rogers.
Hold on a second. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Am I within saber range of anybody?
Yeah, there's all these guys hogging the door.
Well,
Except
yeah,
for the
but
guy
I
that
can't.
got pushed back 10 feet.
I'm still stapled to the floor, so just.
Yes, you are.
Stab.
17 to the first nearest guy for
All right, that's
max damage, which is
Ooh.
9, 10
Yeah.
points.
He's dead. Nurse Honey.
Yes. I am running around trying to smack the nearest goblin with my Bible.
All right, roll a hit.
I rolled a 19 plus 1. That's a 20.
You have hit.
I smite thee, sir.
Roll a d6 plus strength.
At 2.
He is hurt, but not dead. 2 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, goblins and hobgoblins. My hobgoblin picks up a flaming brand from the fire, surrounded by his little shield wall of goblins. He swings at 44, who has moved 10 feet closer. And he brings the flaming thing down, but he misjudges, and the thing slips out of his hands.
Oh, jeez.
Flies across the room. Lands on the wall and sets one of the tapestries on fire.
Jeez.
Fire starts to spread across the tapestry. That is my hobgoblin. Goblins at the door. One goblin stabs Captain Rogers. Armor class 16.
18.
The goblin that Cal moved 10 feet tries
Comes
to
down.
bite, types to stab Cal through his shield.
Oh.
Cannot make it. The two goblins fighting over the shoe try and run off with the shoes.
Jeez.
So they run between your guy. One of them run between your guy's legs and successfully just runs out. I got a shoe. The other one tries to run through between your guy's legs, but somehow gets stuck. And I don't know. He's like just lying underneath Dave the Gnome's armored legs, looking up at him and going, "Want a shoe?" So those are those two guys. The shield wall is defending their hobgoblin commander, but this guy did come running up. So stab. Stab.
Probably exposed.
So you get a stab from a spear there from the goblin shield wall. Well, it's not a spear. It's a Cal. You get 1 point of spear damage.
Oh, okay.
And then my ranged goblins at the back of the room, not counting the one that died from potato, continue attacking the spellcasters. Armor class 21, Dave the Gnome.
Yeah, a little bit.
Jesus.
3 points of fork damage. The fork comes flying across the room, right in between your forehead, right in between your eyes.
Fork with long pig.
Miss. And miss. The rest are throwing knives, forks, potatoes,
Spoons.
but they all miss. Jen, you have acquired another potato.
Okay.
44, it's your turn.
I pull out my laser pistol and try to shoot the hobgoblin.
Okay, D20 plus 2 plus Dex mod.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's better than it used to be.
Yeah, you got that reflex chip. You're wired on caffeine.
I get a 12.
Nope, not enough. I'm sorry. Especially not with the shield wall.
Yeah. Curses.
Nice try, though. Jen the Elf.
Did we leave the door where the dog and the chickens were? Did we leave that door open or close it?
Closed.
I assumed you closed it.
Okay. I'm going to take the potato that I just got. I'm going to turn around to the goblin that escaped as he's running away, and I'm going to clock him in the back of the head with it, throw it at him.
Awesome. All right.
Screaming,
Awesome.
"You no take shoe."
No, take you.
But Dobby has an article of clothing.
I rolled a 22.
Nice. Awesome. You were just like the queen of, just. All right,
It's
roll a
the
D4 plus Dex
potatoes.
mod.
The potato kid strikes
Only
again.
4 damage this time.
Only.
plus your dex mod?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 plus my dex is 2.
Well, since goblins only have 4 hit points.
Oh,
Wham.
yeah.
Hey man, if the U.S. government can sink a sub with potatoes, we can kill goblins with potatoes.
Gonna have to have a new superhero named Potato Pounder or something.
Potato to the back of the head.
The Potato Kid.
Death to the potato to the back of the head. All right. That is all my goblins. That is Jen. That is everybody. All right. Stapled to the ground. Captain Rogers at 325. This one
Swing
might have
again.
to be put on pause.
Swinging again.
All right.
17.
That's a hit.
But only 4 points of damage.
He's dead.
That'll work.
Nurse Honey.
Repent! The Lord does not like evildoers, and I smack the nearest one with my Bible. And I rolled a 7.
Oops.
That is a miss. I'm sorry. They're armor class 10.
Now I know.
Dave the Gnome.
I would like to, since I was behind the captain, I was going to try to wrench the knife out of his foot.
Okay.
So I
out
have
of
a
his foot.
weapon in. He's free to murder.
Yep. 1 extra point of damage of wrenching damage,
Wow.
but the knife is
Sorry.
removed. All right.
I'm down to 10.
Walk it off.
I'll rub some dirt in it later.
That is a cleric spell. Walk it off. All right.
Just
Goblin
get near
who
me,
is
Captain Rogers, next turn, man.
Goblin who is at Dave's the gnome's feet, looking up at Dave, holding him a shoe. Dave the gnome hasn't struck him, so he's going to continue trying to escape. Gently puts the shoe down and just like continues to claw his way away. And he's like, another victim for the future potatoes. This guy's running. All right, these guys are in the shield wall, which means the only person they have to attack is Cal.
44.
Stabby. 44. Stabby. 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 Armor class 15.
Yeah. I'm only 11. I don't know
One
if
whole
the.
point of stabby damage. And
Wow.
the guy you were originally fighting
Damn.
also misses. My hobgoblin picks up another flaming brand. Oh my. Okay. And apparently the gods that are blessing our potato thrower are giving the exact opposite to the hobgoblin. So he reaches into the fire, picks up yet another flaming brand, goes to throw it. And again, it somehow slips out of his hands, goes flying across the room, hits another tapestry. The fire continues to spread.
It seems to be going to plan for him, actually, from our point of view.
Well, I mean, the goblins are getting excited. There's a fire. All right, I'm going to throw a fork at Dave the Gnome. Miss. I'm going to
It's all the grease.
I'm going to throw a knife at Jen the Elf. I actually managed to throw the knife into the wall. I'm going to throw a potato at Jen the Elf. Armor class 14.
Yes, that hits.
Oh, this potato is lucky. Revenge for all the potatoes you've killed as he gets 4 points of potato damage.
Oh, jeez.
All right, that's all my goblins. 44.
I shoot at the hobgoblin again.
D20 plus your dex mod plus 2.
Yes. Oh, damn. I cannot hit shit. That's worse. 6 total.
Bing, 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 bing.
And off
All
the
right.
shields. Damn it.
Jen the Elf.
Oh no, that potato is going right back.
All right, you pick up the mush potato from your head and throw it back. All right.
I think she gets a +6 for attitude.
I got a 20 this time, but not natural.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
All right.
still.
D4 plus dex mod.
6
Yeah,
damage.
well, we're fine when we
What?
get back to town.
Did I hear
Big old
6?
sack of potatoes.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 again.
Yeah, I'm looking for potatoes next time to throw.
He's like, ah! Oh, come on. He falls over.
Maybe they'll learn their lesson.
Captain Rogers. Oh, wait. I got to roll one more thing. I got to roll for the fire. Does the fire spread? Yes. Does the fire spread? Yes. Does the fire spread to the right? Oh, no. The original fire jumps from the first tapestry to another tapestry. That catches on fire. That is right behind the throne. Captain Rogers.
Swing. 22.
All right.
6 points of damage.
That's a dead goblin in the shield wall. Honey.
Yes. I turn and look at Captain Rogers, and I pull out my cross on my rosary, and I use my action to heal him.
All right. Tell him what he gets.
10 points.
Wow. Roll a d20 since you're taking it as skills. D20 plus wisdom modifier plus level. Roll higher than 8.
So that's a skill?
You said you wanted your spells as skills, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your level. You have to roll higher than an 8.
To roll higher than the 8. So level. Okay. I rolled an 8 exactly.
An 8 is enough. He is healed 10 points of holy damage.
Sweet.
All right.
Sure.
Dave the gnome.
I will take a deep breath and try to. The hobgoblin guy's still up, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been touched.
I will try to chuck my knife that I just pulled out of someone's foot right into him.
All right.
I was hoping you were going to do that.
Well, if the dice.
20 plus your dex mod.
I don't have a dex mod, but I did roll a 19.
Oh, ouch.
D4.
Yeah. Don't forget you got that box cutter in your orange vest thing.
I got to turn that
1d4,
in.
please.
2.
2 points of
damage.
piercing damage to my hobgoblin. All right. Goblins. The front line is all gone or dead or running away. That just leaves my natural 20 goblin to once again try and stab Cal. Misses. Goblin shield wall attempts to stab Cal. Miss. Oh, that's a hit. Miss. 1 point of stabby damage, Cal.
Wow.
Don't let
Goblin
him
with-
get you.
Slowly killing me.
Goblin has
Yeah.
run out of forks. He is now resorting to throwing spoons at Dave the gnome. Armor class 11.
I have 15 because of the armor on myself.
All right. And I will throw. I'm out of knives. I've thrown all my knives. I throw a
What?
cup.
No, what?
Jen
No
the elf.
sporks?
Ooh, natural 20 with a cup.
Ah,
Oh,
Jen
damn.
the elf. All right. I'm going to go for something cool. This cup is actually still got stuff in it. So he throws it in such a way that as it goes over your head, it bottoms out. And instead of taking damage, you are blinded for a round. As you have a whole cup of goblin pee right on the top of your head, just into your eyes and your mouth. And it's just like, yeah. He's like, yeah, suck it.
Ew.
Darn. All right. So that's all my hobgoblin. My hobgoblin picks up a third flaming brand. This time he finally hits Cal.
Oh.
For 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And now my fire.
Slightly hurt.
Fire to the left. Continues to not
Medic.
spread. Fire above the throne. The fire above the throne spreads to the throne. The wooden throne catches in fire. And unfortunately, because we are dealing with goblins have sacrificed to the thrones many things that they hold of value.
Oh,
But there's
no.
nothing goblins value more than things that explode.
Oh,
So as
no.
the flame jumps off of the tapestry and hits the the wooden throne to whoever. You have heard them yell the name Sarn twice. The flames spread, and that nice pile of black powder explodes. Perfect way to end it for the evening as the flame just goes, and all the goblins go, "Hail, Sarn!"
Nice.
Tune in next episode to find out if the party survived.
That goblin needs to make a saving throw versus explosion. He fails. He's dead. That goblin needs to make a saving throw versus explosion. He fails. He's dead. Goblin shield wall. He's okay. He'll take half damage. Oh, nope, he's dead. Goblin shield wall. Nope, he's dead. Goblin shield wall. Ooh, made a save. Ooh, 1. Nope, he's dead. Goblin shield wall. Ooh, he made a save. 3, he's still standing. 4, no. 5, 6, half of 6 is 3. He's still standing. My hobgoblin. Ooh, he failed to save. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. So this explosion rocks the room. The goblins that were throwing forks and potatoes at you just decimated. As the throne explodes and everything that's on the throne just goes flung across the room. So all those guys are dead. The shield wall is just bowled over by the explosion as they get hit from behind with fire and raining silverware and whatever else was on the throne. One of them somehow jumps up at the end going, "I'm okay." And then the hobgoblin looks like, "Oh my God, I'm going to die." But then somehow he's just like, he's got like the black face and his hair is all pushed back, but he's like, I expected that to do more. And well, there's no natural 20 goblin. Forgot about him. Oh, natural 20 goblin just with a middle finger up high goes up in flames. "I pinned you to the floor. And he goes up in flame. So that leaves one goblin with 3 hit points and one goblin with 1 hobgoblin. And the flip. Thankfully, you are all of you out of the radius of the flame, except for Cal, because he stepped into the room. So Cal, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I have my shield in the way, by the way. So
Yes.
okay, Dex. Oh, really? Okay.
So that's D20 plus your dex mod plus 2.
Okay. So it's plus 3. I get a 15.
All right. So you will take half damage.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Round down to 10. Half of 10 is 5. 5 points of splody damage.
Ouch.
Pieces of wood,
little hurt.
pieces of bone, pieces of metal, whatever was piled on the chair, a pineapple, a banana, just explodes, and you're just standing there covered with things stuck in your robot body. And
it's the fruit and vegetables that are deadly. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You've learned the deadliness of potatoes in the hands of an elf.
It's that damn citric acid.
Yeah. I might have to give her like a bonus.
Goblins. Accept
Potatoes are preferred elven weapon.
Sin no more.
I might have to give her, like an extra +1 with potatoes, especially after that natural 20.
Yeah, we're gonna have to carry around a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. They're weapons, and you can eat them.
Fine, we'll take the Irish.
All right, so now you are standing in this room that has been explodified. The goblin who got exploded but still survived is just got this big goblin grin on his face, and he walks over to you guys and he bows down like, "Praise be to the explosion bringers! Praise be to the explosion bringers!" The hobgoblin looks around, looks at all his men and women down, and stands up and says, "It's that damn pig's fault for getting away!" And he throws down his weapon and surrenders.
Okay. We take him prisoner. We tie him up.
Yep.
As best we can. And the goblin.
There's Honey, our
Yep,
shiny
I'm
little
here.
friend could use some healing.
I do have some I have walk it off.
All right. Tell him what he gets.
What do we have for our winners today? Oh,
Walk it off doesn't do as much healing, but I rolled a 4 for the healing.
All right. And that's a skill, so roll a d20.
Okay.
Higher than an 8?
No.
Nope. Sputter. Apparently, God doesn't feel like granting that to you.
No.
That spell's lost to your rest.
You have to pray harder.
Yep. Unfortunately, the explosion ruined a huge chunk of the treasure, but there's still a few things you might be able to recover.
no, the potatoes are the bomb.
Yeah. Well, they're all boiled now. They were all burnt to shreds.
Oh, now we're sad.
Mashed potatoes all over the walls. Now.
Yeah, mashed potatoes all over the wall. And one goblin escaped.
Well, considering we took prisoners and wiped everybody else out, I think that's pretty good.
Yep.
Go make sure the dog's okay and
Get the collect the chickens.
cage the chickens.
We still haven't found the pig.
He said
Well,
the pig got away.
Yeah, it sounds because he admitted it. So we'll interrogate the hobgoblin about the pig getting away.
Pig got away.
Where at? Up above? Ground level? Somewhere else.
Pig in cave. Put pig in cage. Get ready to throw pig down pit to Sarn. Pig smart. Open cage. Run away.
Ah.
Barn is down in the pit.
Sarn down in pit.
Who's
What
Tharn?
does Sarn look like?
Never seen Sarn. Sarn says he dragon.
I see.
Can we identify the unfortunate person they cooked by any chance?
Maybe somebody from the wedding party.
Oh, right. Which we don't know who those people were.
Nope.
Okay, so we should maybe once we're bandaged up. I've got a lot of little wounds.
Everybody.
Yeah, I got a lot of little nicks and cuts from the damn goblins.
Yeah, I'm a little beat up too.
Right. I whip out the medical supplies and start handing people.
Okay, you're all bound and stabilized, and a long rest will get you all your hit points back.
We retrieved the other guy, the other hobgoblin above.
Oh, he escaped.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I rolled his escape check twice. He escaped.
He got lucky. Okay. Well, but we dealt them a heavy blow because only 2 got away, and we have 2 prisoners, right? 1 goblin, 1 hobgoblin.
Well, you've got a prisoner and a guy who is like worshiping you because you can make explosions.
Right. Well,
it's the power of Jesus. You need to worship Jesus.
Jesus man job, yes. Jesus explosion. Praise be to Jesus explosion.
This is probably going to be dumb, but I want to go look in the pit to see if I can see anything down there.
Captain Rogers, perhaps you should use your flashlight, I guess.
And then with the dog's help, you gather up all the chickens and get them in a cage.
Yeah.
I also want to, when we're getting the chickens and the dog, I want to check out the helmets and look for something as close to the classic warlord helmet. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the winged helm.
Yeah, if I find something like that, I'm taking it back as a trophy.
Style it on up.
Unfortunately, all the helmets are normal, classic pot helms.
Okay.
But still, this armor could be very valuable for us.
Oh yeah.
And perhaps at town, because how many suits of armor are there here?
Looks like 8.
So I guess we could. I mean, I'll see if one even fits me because fortunately, I can evaluate them. Seem like really good, well crafted, or?
I mean, other than being old, they're standard breastplate, helmet, greaves, not full plate or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Still, that would
militia, soldiers.
Whatever we can't use, we can sell.
Probably, yes.
You have to worry about how many slots carrying this stuff's going to take since you didn't bring the Jeep with you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but if you want to make trips, sure.
We have some captives. They can help bring stuff along. They're
right,
pressed
Jen,
in service.
Yeah. Jen, you look down the pit. It is a deep, dark well.
Did we ever hear a splash from water down there?
You heard a splat when you threw the goblin down there.
Yeah, when the goblin went down there.
Yeah, but a splash like water.
Captain Rogers, will you shine your light down the well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so with your little flashlight, the well's like 30, 40 feet deep. Down at the bottom, you see a little puddle of water. Don't see a goblin. You see some bones. And what apparently is a dried up underwater riverbed.
Okay.
And there's this
we should
smell
that
comes out of it as you stand there, this rancid smell of age and decay.
So we know. Well, no, we don't know for sure, but
Sarn, tell us about Sarn. I asked the hobgoblin.
What do you ask him?
Tell us about him.
Sarn, voice in the night, great dragon. Comes, bright light, huffing steam, speaks from the cave. Promise us power and glory.
What does he look like?
Never seen, just red eyes and the voice. That voice.
The only true power and glory is to God.
well, we'll have to come
Lord
back.
God, there's nothing to my dragon.
We'll have to come back for this. I mean, we are injured, and we should just take the surviving animals and prisoners back to town.
And then we'll have to send retrieval teams for the bodies.
I would like to try to do I don't know, like try to touch to see if I can sense another being or like somehow to see what it is. I don't want to necessarily talk to it or communicate with it, but I want to sense it.
Roll your skill. D20 plus wisdom mod plus level to cast your spell of omens.
That's a 14.
All right. Well, there's definitely the sensation of something down there, something powerful, more juju than you've ever sensed.
Okay.
I mean, you know there's dragons because there's dragons that run some of the corporations back where you're from, but you've never seen them.
Okay.
I love that in Shadowrun the dragons all just became corporate heads of corporations. Screw all this fighting and killing. What do you mean we could take over the world simply with this stock thing? Oh, this is way easier. This is way less work. You have to kill anybody?
Did they bring us the gold?
Just bring us the gold. Yeah. Shit.
So do we head back to town or?
If you want, sure.
Yes.
Is it late in the afternoon?
Let's head back to town. And while we're heading back to town, I'm going, here, suey. Here, suey.
Well.
Trying to call the pig.
All right, as you head back to town with your dog, I assume you're keeping the dog. Your chicken.
Yeah, we'll ask around, you know.
He probably belongs to the sheep farmer.
Your hobgoblin prisoner, your goblin lackey / prisoner. And as you get close to town, you see a pig running around in circles, and the goblin that got away is riding the pig and just like yahoo, yahoo, and he's this big, blue ribbon pig, and the pig looks like he's just so happy that this goblin's riding it, and it's just running around in figure eights. And the goblin sees you coming, and he gets off, pets the pig, does the classic, I'm just work here. Combing the pig. You using goblin camouflage. What? Oh,
I motioned with my saber for him to get in line with the other prisoners.
Is this your pig? Yes. I was just combing it. I was bringing it back.
Get in line with the other prisoners.
God damn you. Who said got a shoe? You ain't no shoe. Yeah, I got a master who can throw explosions. You arrive back in town as evening falls for healing and divvying of all what little treasure you managed to recover. You did manage to rescue about 6, 12, 13
Chickens.
33 pogs.
Oh,
Cool.
sweet.
Yay.
And another 80 pogs worth of silverware.
So
From weddings.
does one person want to keep track of all the
Yeah, I nominate
or
you, Cal.
divvy
I
it up,
nominate you.
or, or divvy it up to each of us?
Cal, right now you just hold on to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. What I can't remember the two numbers now.
33
pogs.
pogs and 80 pogs worth of silverware.
Okay. Well, that's yeah.
Thankfully, using the weird math of this world, the 80 pogs worth of silverware only takes up 1 slot of gear. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
That is where we will end it this evening as you arrive
Nice, guys.
and get the first
Check out
night
the private chat.
of adulthood. Thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks
I
for
will
having
see
us.
you all next week.
Thank you.
Well, actually, in 2 weeks. So next game will be the August 3rd. That's my birthday weekend, so that might, I don't know, but we'll try for August 3rd. That work for everybody?
Yay.
Sounds great to me, guys. This
Thanks.
was a lot of fun.
When? August 3rd?
Yeah.
Let me check my calendar on that.
You still want to do every other week? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I think I might actually. I need to check on the.
Okay, well, you got 2
other
weeks.
game.
Do
I
your math and whatever.
Yeah, let me just double check my. Yeah, I'll put down August 3rd, and then